TGIF, y'all. I forgot the earpiece. Hold on. Yeah, we ain't got all day. We got to get this party started because, child, I got shit to do. I can't be here all day. We might have to be here for a while. So that's why I started this early. Shout out to y'all if you're still working. Sorry for your luck. I guess I'm still working, but let me turn the microphone on, see if it works. Yeah, we have to talk. Thank goodness it's Friday. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Totally change what we were supposed to talk about, y'all. Now we can get to Corey. We will get to Corey, but we had to put him on the back burner for a moment, child. We had to put him on the back burner for a moment because, child, this shit is off the hook. It's getting worse and worse. Micca. I don't think you did yourself any favors with this interview, child. Is it cold outside? My hands are freezing. They actually turning like green. What is going on? No sun today. Raining, wet, clammy. I have clammy fingers now. I haven't been outside today. I'm going to go though. Anyway. It's Friday, y'all. Okay. Shout out to Friday. TGIF. Hopefully you got big plans this weekend. I plan on doing nothing. I'm still catching up from last weekend. I'm old, okay? I'm old. But it might snow on Sunday. I think I heard it might snow on Sunday. It better not. The snow is finally gone because of the rain. All that snow is finally gone. Okay, hopefully it's gone if y'all had all this snow too. It's raining. It's been raining most of the morning today. But anyway. So, we didn't watch this Micca interview. And then she did an interview with Tasha K, which I haven't seen. Y'all didn't send it to me. What's up with that? Why didn't y'all send me to Tasha K? Anyway. So, Micca went and did her interview with whatever his name was, ABCD guy. And allegedly that video has been taken down. I'm like, for what? For what? Everybody has it, right? Okay, allegedly that video has been taken down. I trust my source, but maybe they took it down for some maintenance, right? So, wait a minute. So you saw the Tasha K? Y'all didn't send it to me? All right, y'all. So, okay. I thought she eventually brought it out or something. Okay. So she did an interview with ABCD guy. Then she does an interview with Tasha K. And I guess now she's disappearing again. But I said at the time, what was the point? What was the point in doing this? She could have just Michael Jackson did back into the bushes like Homer Simpson. All this does is reignite this ish that didn't need to be reignited. She was out of it, right? She was out of it. It was only Corey that was getting all the crappity crap, and we still on a nigga ass, okay? And never forget, there's no I in we, nigga, okay? Because we be learning. Anyway. So
you're awesome.
As I'm watching a couple of content creators, I'm just like, oh, somebody do have something different to say, because now they're going to scrutinize your shit because you came back out here talking.
This is amazing.
And it don't look good. But we still got to cover it. Because it's the news, child. It's the news. And we got to talk about it and see what the hell is going on and give our opinions, okay? So we are about to do that first, actually. And then if we have time, then we can get back to the Corey stuff. But child, this might take a second. Corey might have to wait till tomorrow because it ain't looking good for him. But child, it's already been that, right? All right, cool. Let me go ahead and acknowledge Wayne Lunday. Thank you, Boo, a member for 38 months. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the channel members. I appreciate you. He said, listen at work. Keep up the great work, Auntie. Where's Micca's husband? We need an exclusive. See, this is what I'm talking about. You keep talking and people want to keep digging and You're half-assing questions, you're not answering questions, you act like you don't know what a question means, all that, right? All it does is open up for people to have more questions, right? You decided to do it. Now here we go. Shout out to Derek Gaines to remind me all the time about Rumble. Y'all, please go ahead and subscribe to Rumble. Need, I think, 80 people at minimum in order to go live, because then I can go live over there and we can do some other things around this piece. All right. I appreciate the 68, 69 people that have already subscribed. So if you could go ahead and subscribe over there, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for always reminding me, Legend. I appreciate you. Look at this troublemaker up here. The audacity of her always telling me I'm a troublemaker, but y'all, that's where we get scroll the fuck up. Okay, shout out to Take Heed to the Message up in here. She says scroll the fuck up. If you don't like it, scroll the fuck up. We rocks with that over here. We rocks with that over here. Just like there is no I in we, nigga. Okay? Thank you, Boo. She said both interviews were horrible. I am disappointed in her. Oh, so you saw sugar honey iced tea. All right. Well, if Take Heed said it was horrible, then it was horrible. Now, we saw the one and it wasn't great. It definitely wasn't great. So I'm gonna go ahead and take your word for it, child. It's a mess.com. Again, no point as far as I can tell, but what do I know? Maybe there's something that I'm not familiar with. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dallas. I appreciate you. Oh, what's giving you problems? All right. We'll get it under control. Okay. Before we get started, let me give you a little bit of, I don't know what we want to call it, but I was informed last night that Eric Dane died. Rest in peace to Eric Dane. He was, the only thing I know him from is McSteamy on Grey's Anatomy, which I loved Grey's Anatomy since the beginning. It's been on for 8 million years now, but the reason that I stopped watching it, Grey's Anatomy, is because they killed off McSteamy and Little Gray. So Eric Dane was McSteamy. McDreamy was Derek. And then his best friend came on, and child, I thought Derek looked good. Then they brought on Eric Dane as McSteamy. I said, Lord help your people. I didn't realize white men could look so damn good. Love that man. And then when they put him together with Lil Gray, which was Meredith's younger illegitimate sister or something, and I loved them so much. And then they had that plane crash. For those that know, they had that plane crash, and then one of them died out there, and then the other one was gone. And I said, well, what am I watching this show for? The only reason I watched this show is for McSteamy and Lil Gray. And I stopped watching it right after that. And the rest of my family watches it, and they was like, "You're not going to, no, they shouldn't have killed my people off. No, I don't care about Meredith and Derek going back and forth for all these years. I'm over it. Get together or not, okay? I'm tired of her whining." You know, if you ever watch, let me rant for a second. If you watch Sex and the City, like when you first watched it way back when, everybody thought Carrie was wonderful. Oh, Carrie. She was a whore, all right? They all were, honestly, at the end of the day. But everybody had her as the heroine. She was a biatch. And she brought all that shit on herself. If you watch it enough over and over and over again, you will realize that she was the problem. And she brought all that shit on herself. And even though she ended up with the dude at the end of the day, that's not how it ended in real life for the real Carrie Bradshaw. I forget her name. But the point is that she brought all that shit on her damn self. Meredith Grey brought all that shit on her damn self. I ain't got no sympathy for her whatsoever. Yeah, I did tune in when Derek died. But after that, I was back out. No. Y'all got that. So yeah, so that's what it is. Yes, definitely for McSteamy, Zaddy flavor, abso-fucking-lutely ain't no shame to my game. So rest in peace to Eric Dane. This is one of the scenes from Grey's Anatomy. It says Grey's Anatomy is 20 years old, and yet no elevator scene has ever come close to beating this one. This is an absolute classic, and it is. Let's watch it. If you know these people, you know them. If you don't, then it means nothing to you.
bet you wish you taking the stairs right about now.
Well, this came out 4 weeks ago. How convenient that I found it, but rest in peace to Eric Dean. Shout out to all of y'all. I see RLV. Oh, see, the ladies know. Shout out to the MSDs. They know. Pills and potions, poisons. I see you. Ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, current, fling. Yeah, everybody was on that elevator. I remember that. Oh my God. Love me some Eric Dean. So rest in peace to him. And I guess Derek is dead, so I don't know what Meredith is doing now, child. I don't even care. Moving on, child. Moving on. Now this, y'all, I cannot. This is why you have to be here. Because this is certainly copyright music and this is going to come out. So just letting you know in advance, right? So somebody put this together. It says, they said this is Anton pulling up to Corey's house, y'all. I cannot. I'm trying to water my dishes. Nigga like kiss me in the face. Nigga, you bad like me. Ready with the Glock. Send him a message. Identify. I'm like the 4th of July. Niggas be living the lie. Put on the ground, roll kills. Like the mom kill Bill. I'm trying to get rich for real. I gotta. Now this is like Rick Ross a little bit to me. I don't know who's singing this song. I know one of you, Z's probably know. I don't know who the hell this is, but this is too funny. Put on the ground, roll kill. Mom kill real. I'm trying to get rich for real. I gotta. Oh my God. I cannot. Whoever did this, that was hilarious. Look at him go. Look at him go. Woo! Go Anton. Go Anton. Go Anton. This is getting clipped because I know. Oh, it says it's finesse 2 times is the music, I think. If it's not, it's got to come out. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So there you go. That's Anton pulling up over there to Corey's house, child. Anyway, moving on, y'all. Moving on. Let's get into it. Coach is actually talking about it. Shout out to CGA. Excuse me. And he don't really be talking about this mess, even though this is his second time talking about this, right? So he's still on right now, and he's in the midst of it. This is his show. So I'm going to play it up until he started playing the interview with ABCD guy. And then I'll move on to something else and come back because, like I said, he's in the middle of talking about it. So his title today is They Got Caught in an Inappropriate Relationship. Anton Daniels and Micca, the fallout continues. I don't disagree. Every time we talk about it or somebody brings something up, it's like, I didn't know, or I didn't see, or you might be right. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
But pro-blacks talk a whole bunch of shit. In 1995, they're going to be a race war. 1995, we had O.J. Simpson cutting the head off of a white woman. No race war. All right, so we going to tear this motherfucker up. Ain't torn up shit, but the bottom of your goddamn shoes. So
viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised.
So shout out to Supreme C said, you called it, Coach. Anton is about to feel it with that bad contract. Shout out to you. Let's get to the main event. You waited and waited. Let's do it. The main event is here. Thank you for being here.
I sent him a super chat. He showed those arms today. Shout out to CGA and those arms.
Ecclesiastically, in the name of the Holy Ghost, Jesus Christ, and the Latter-day Saints,
oh wow,
I present to you the main event. Anton and Micca were definitely in an inappropriate relationship. Everything I say is allegedly. Now, I know you guys are going to say, how do you know they didn't fuck or they did fuck? I don't know what happened in the bedroom. Did you know that I fucked last night? Fucked 2 bitches, but that's neither here nor there. Is that important to you? It's only important to you because I told you, and you wish you were there, ass nigga. But anyway, here we go. We got the main event. Micca, the talk of the town. Now, here's what I have to do. I have to be fair. In the situation that I had in this situation here, I had the response to the Corey Holcomb debate. Anton and Corey had a debate, and I told you this is why I don't engage in debates, because it's nothing but for Mickey Mouse and entertainment, and oftentimes they end terribly. They're tragic. And I've had several of these debates, and sometimes I survived. Most of the time, people missed it and thought I lost, but I really won. But what happens is, I said in that debate, this is going to have major fallout and consequences that neither of them intended. And it also is going to get people arguing and taking sides unnecessarily. when they could have just stayed in their own lane. I tend to not engage in what people call, collaboration, because most people are either jealous or they're trying to use you, right? Coach, I want to collab with you. You got 28 live viewers. Doesn't help me, it helps you. It only helps me if you pay.
Correct.
Well, can't you do it for the coach? You see what I mean? Like, it really is not helpful. The attention you get oftentimes is going to come with negative consequences or collateral damage. Now, both of these men are going to be fine. They'll recover from it because we have a short memory. But there's going to be unintended consequences and collateral damage, meaning other people are going to be brought into it who didn't want to be a part of it. And this is true. Corey Holcomb, his whole background, the fact that he allegedly put pause on that woman, and I reviewed that. That came as a result of the Anton Daniels debate. That video flared back up. Also, then they started bringing up parts of Corey Holcomb's comedic skits where he talks about minors in a bad way. And I covered that. And I said, this is because of how because fans bring up, when it's a divided fans, they start bringing up negative shit about you. And I said, Anton Daniels is going to feel some collateral damage as well. And yes, then his daughter was brought into it. Then people start posting pictures of his wife or videos of his wife, saying bad things about Anton. Then they also were saying bad things about the wife, saying she was ugly. Then they start saying that the minor girl was ugly too. These are the unintended consequences and collateral damage that comes from these so-called collaborations, these so-called debates. And unfortunately, people get dragged into it that didn't need to get dragged into it, or they got dragged into it because you put them there. And in this situation, Anton Daniels put Micca in the situation, or Micca put herself in the situation. So now Micca's being dragged into it because Anton positioned her to be there. She chose to be there, and Corey Holcomb called it out real time. So you see what's happening here when y'all tell me to collab and tell me to show up on these nigga shows and these white goddamn manosphere people, this is what.
Okay. Viewer discretion is advised. All right. This is what he's saying, and he's absolutely right. People used to say that all the time. Oh, you should collab with this one. You should collab with that one. This is before I knew, what he's saying right now. And clearly we can see that this wasn't necessarily working out well for many of people, this particular collab, meaning Corey and Anton, right? Regardless of what we think, who was trying to do what, when, where, and how. But because now that you see that allegedly somebody was trying to get something to happen, who, what, when, where, and how, that can happen to the rest of us as well. And then we get some collateral damage that we didn't want in the beginning, when all we wanted to do is just maybe work with someone, get yourself in front of a new audience so that you can get new subscribers, you can get more known. That's the reason for collaboration. That's really what that's really the reason why a lot of people will do that. Now, if there's people that do panels, they just do panels. So that's their thing. But people like him, people like me, we just do this shit by ourselves. So if you go on somebody's, like go into ARP or go into Fatty, that's out of the norm for me. Going over to FDNHT, that's just normal, right? Me going to RBN, that's kind of just normal. But the other places, it's just like, you want to open yourself up to other people, but it could have some collateral damage, of which we've seen with this situation. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, and it hasn't ended. Is this like the way that, what year was it when Cat Williams came out and said all that? What did he say? That this will be the year of the reveal. Was that 2 years ago? This is this year. This is how it started, and it ain't ended yet, child. There's only one. I ain't got my watch on. There's only one more week, and we going into March. It's only one more week, and we going into March.
Happens almost inevitably, and this is why I don't do it. This is why I don't do it. I just stay in my motherfucking chair most of the time. I'll go on some shows here or there, but I'm not trying to pursue fame, because with fame comes hate.
Yep.
With fame comes you gotta have a sacrifice.
Y'all already know you got niggas put my name in the shit that ain't got shit to do with it for whatever their reasons are, right? So that's just because somebody came to me. So now it's caused all this craziness that's weird, and bitch ass niggas going nigga. You already know that, right? But look at that. Just look at that. Take that into account and into consideration. All I did was come on here. Someone pulled up. And now my name is tossed into it unnecessarily in a negative way by however many people, right? So you do this shit. RLV just said a second ago that she said, I got to be careful. You absolutely have to be careful. If you care about a channel, if you care about your shit, if you care about your reputation, if you care about your brand, and if you're trying to really make it to be something, not just effing around here on YouTube. Because some people just effing around on YouTube, right? Which is fine. Everybody's here for a different reason. But you got to be careful. So I agree completely.
So Anton, by going in there debating and figuring out he won, he sacrificed his daughter. He sacrificed Micca. He sacrificed his wife. Corey Holcomb sacrificed money. career, his stand-up bookings, and now he's got to depend on niggas donating on YouTube. There's always going to be unintended consequences, collateral damage, sacrifice. It's never going to be a clean, I just benefited and I didn't pay. And in this case, we have now Anton Daniels, who's been saying, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian first and foremost. I'm also a conservative. I have traditional values. I've been married for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. All right, whatever it is. So he's been leading with this. And unfortunately, you can say because of his actions outside of his marriage that he's been living possibly a fraudulent life. He's been telling you one thing and doing the other. Micca in this situation, if she's watching, Micca, I do have an airline ticket for you, but I don't mess with married women. So if you are really married, I don't mess with you. But at the end of the day, you can come on to the Gentleman's Lair, to the Desert Storm bunker. You have an invitation if you are not ecclesiastically married. But I don't have the deal. I don't fuck with married women.
Child, him and this ecclesiastically, he's been saying it so much.
In this case, Micca is now been hung out to dry, all right? And Anton's actions.
Oh, that's a good title, y'all. Hung out to dry. I be listening for titles. Hung out to dry. That's a good one.
With Micca now separating herself or no longer being employed or supported by Anton looks very suspicious here. Because Anton has not come out in the defense of Micca. Now, if you guys missed it, Corey Holcomb said, what is your relationship with the bitch? He kind of made some sort of insinuation that there's something been going on there. And I've been trying to tell you that people act married. People are married, but they don't act married. People are married and they tell you to get married, but they don't act married. You can have an inappropriate relationship and no sex be involved. And let's just say this. For people who are saying, well, why are you talking about this? Well, everybody's talking about it. And I held off for a day or two, just to let the smoke fucking clear. But let's just be frank. If you're going to say people should get married, yeah, explain the bitch is what he said.
Yeah.
If you're going to tell people to get married, but both of you guys are acting like...
I can't play that song. I forget if that song is copyrighted or something. You know the song that Sway did? I can't play it any longer.
Like this, Anton and Micca. You're the reason why I tell men and women to not get married. And you're going to see this in a minute. So that's why it's inappropriate. Because if I'm married to Micca and she's acting the way she's acting, it's inappropriate. I would not want my wife to carry out her fucking marriage like this. Now, behind the scenes, you guys got an open relationship. Well, you need to tell that. But if you're telling people you're traditional and conservative and Christian and you out here leaning your titties on niggas' shoulders, I don't want my wife doing that. Same thing as motherfucking Anton. If you're telling men, get married and get somebody that rocks with you and be Christian and conservative, but you out here got a whole young, fine-ass bitch leaning on you and you got your hands around her fucking hips and you got her parading around town and flying.
Micca, now you got Coach talking about it. Yeah, Micca, now you got CGA talking about it. I listen to CGA, so I'm just saying.
Her from coast to coast, and you out here got her in the front row of the goddamn Lakers seat. That's not how I want married men to act either. Therefore, this is an inappropriate relationship, and I'm calling it out. Both of these people are perpetrating a fraud.
Woo!
If you're going to be married...
Shout out to the 90s with perpetrating a fraud, child. I swear that's the last time I heard somebody say that.
As I always say, be married. I don't tell married men to cheat on their wives. I don't tell married women to cheat on their husbands. Even if you want to cheat, there's so much pussy out here, you don't even got to cheat. Now, if you want to trick while you're married, that's something else, all right? That's a whole nother conversation that we can work around. If you want to have an open relationship, you need to tell the world you're in an open relationship, not that you're ecclesiastically Christian married. This is why this is an inappropriate relationship.
Is that a real word?
Just on that. I don't care if they fuck. I know they probably fucked because if I'm around Micca, I'm fucking Micca. I mean, I'm just letting you know. I wouldn't even be near Micca if I ain't fucking her, all right? All right? Like, there's no reason for me to even be around her. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? She's like, let's just be friends. Okay, go kick rocks. I'm not putting her in the front row seats of the Lakers games if I ain't fucking her. All right. So that's just me. That's just me.
Okay, pause. This is a lot, child. This is my boo. So he gets all the leverage. There will be no Coach Greg Adams slander ever. Okay. Just that's the rules. All right. Anyway. Okay. Sit in the front courtside at Lakers, I think they said. Does that mean something now, y'all? What does that mean, child? They gotta be expensive tickets. Like I told y'all when I went away on business trips, the one in particular time with my boss, and he wanted to go to dinner, so we had to go to dinner. Then he wanted to do something else, and I was like, nigga, I don't want to hang with you like that. Okay, so I didn't say those words, but basically I was like, nah, you good. I'll do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? But courtside at a game, that's something that we would do as a group. So it would be like sometimes they give away seats to baseball because baseball is cheaper than basketball. So then they'll give away a box and they're like, if you want to go, email by this time, how many tickets you want, and then, you know, everybody can go. I don't do that because I don't do baseball, but I'm just saying there's that. Let me tell you something. Is there courtside for baseball? It ain't no sideline seats. I don't know if that's a thing. It ain't no sideline seats. I don't think they're going to give those away. There'll be box seats though up here where you can get stuff to eat and it's warm. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. This MFer, because I know who it is. Hold on, y'all. Now leave me the fuck alone. Sorry, y'all. Lord have mercy. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Child, anyway, so I was saying, so you will all be as a group. It's not going to be you get two and y'all two go. So in this case, you know, that was clearly done, you know, together. I know it's not a whole corporate business, but that's the only, you know, lens that I can, you know, that I can relate this to. So that's the reason why. Okay. So this might be something to look at a little sideways now. Okay. So now that we hear all these different, this is what I'm talking about. Micca, if you had been quiet, there would be no need to reevaluate and relook at this, right? It was a done deal. Now we got to relook at, I have to listen to CGA, but there's other people as well, and we're going to get to it. Let me, I cannot see. Hold on a second. Let me acknowledge Big Black Baba. Salute to you, boo. Thank you so much. How very generous of you. I like them big, y'all. Anyway, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Come on, child.
That ain't Anton. That ain't Micca. But Micca, if you in the front row, I'm motherfucking told you. I'm curling your toes. I'm curling your toes, husband or not. All right. So just to let you know. So that's why this is an inappropriate relationship. This is not what married people should be doing. Now let's get down to the motherfucking brass tacks. So for people can see what's going on here. All right. So we have the suspects in this particular case, and everything that I say is alleged. All right. This is Micca. You see her right here. You see her, and this is Anton. These are two people who are married. Okay. I don't get it, bro. Brothers and sisters, just be single.
Brothers and sisters.
If I'm Micca's husband and I see this picture, that's enough.
Coming too. I see you, Queen. Woquill said Google says Lakers court. So it was Lakers. Lakers courtside tickets range from 5,500 to the good FM. I'm poor. Damn. I know it was a lot. He said, yeah, he clapping Micca. I don't know about all that. I'm just gonna say, I know it was expensive. That's a lot.
Oh. And not only that, she's supposed to be working for Anton in some capacity, which I don't understand. Believe me, you think I follow these people? I don't listen to anything these people say. I mean, I know he exists, but I do so many shows and I got a life. I'm not listening. But if I'm Micca's husband, that's a no. That's inappropriate. And if I'm Anton and he's in a so-called Christian marriage, this is also inappropriate, especially for a subordinate and an employee. Okay. So this is inappropriate. If you defend this, you're a piece of shit. right? Like, don't defend this.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be taking these pictures like this. Definitely not.
I'm too old for this, y'all. I'm too old for this. I've been around the block and
Not to the 50s.
I know what time it is.
Generation X.
And it could be the case that Anton ain't fucked her yet, and he's positioning to fuck her, because cheating doesn't happen immediately. It's a progressive thing. He's grooming her to fuck her if he ain't fucked her.
Ooh,
Right? He's putting her in situations to get the pussy, like flying her to LA, right? That's putting her in position to fuck. All right. This is the so-called position here. This nigga leaning in. All right. That's her right there, all in the goddamn front row. Okay. All right. Any woman that gets this treatment, and you see me in a picture with her sitting next to her leaning in, and while she's leaning away from my big ass head, all right, just know I have examined her motherfucking effects. I have been inside of her body raw. All right. Raw. I'm talking about raw, and I probably finished inside her.
Show is not for the weak at heart. Viewer discretion is advised, child.
You know, this is how I work. I'm just letting you. I'm the truth over here. I'm the speaker of truth. I don't sugarcoat shit. I just tell you how it is. If I'm married, I'm still hitting this raw and finishing inside of her, and she getting the front row seat treatment. And if I'm not, I'm a motherfucking fool. All right, just to let you know, I'm crazy as hell. All right, crazy. So this is inappropriate, and she's even flashing this motherfucking diamond ring on her hand. I don't know if that's a wedding band, but this is if married people are gonna tell you to get married, but you two are carrying yourself out separately married like this publicly, I don't want nothing to do with marriage. This is why I tell you avoid marriage, guys. Why would you? Let's just say, this is why I tell you to avoid marriage. If Micca's your wife, do you want her flying to Los Angeles with her boss, being in the front row of the goddamn? Would y'all be good with that? Would that be fine? For the people who say it's fine, fine. But is that what you want? Would you want that? Would that be the reason why you would get married? I can't wait to get married so my wife can fly across this country with her boss and sit in the front row. I don't want that. I would be like, nah, that's foul for me. All right, I'll just stay single. I don't want anything in the gray areas. Or if I'm doing that, she's doing that, and so forth and so on. That would be something I don't want. So that's why it's inappropriate. Same thing as the previous photo right here. Okay. Now we'll get to Anton in a minute. Is that how you want your wife to conduct herself? Especially. Would
you y'all be okay with this, gentlemen? Bueller. Would you be okay with this, Bueller? I'm just asking, since there's so many of y'all in here. CJ got boxolitis. I'm not sure what that means, but he does get his amount of box. I would definitely say that is true. If that's what that means. Is that what that means? Isn't it you that just said that? Allegedly, yes. Thank you, child. Allegedly, and viewer discretion is advised. Okay.
Actually, and look, her wife. I mean, her husband could be whatever. A simple.
Oh, y'all saying no?
A broke nigga. We don't know. No. Old man. She could be married to an 80-year-old nigga, as far as I'm concerned. But we don't know because he's hidden, and that's a whole nother problem. Why is he hidden? If she's traditionally married, if you want this how you want to see your wife? Okay. That's why it's inappropriate. Ladies, is this how you want to see your husband? Okay. What if he's rich? All right, this how you see your husband? Is this fair? What if you've checked out of the relationship? Like, you know, Anton says, I'm married. I've been married for 12, 15, 20 years, whatever it is.
Because Anton says.
Maybe she's checked out. Maybe she don't care.
Bobby
Ladies, do you want to be married to a guy and just be checked out after 15 or 20 years? Or let me get down to this, and this is the real part of it. How does this make Anton, how does this put Anton in a position of power when the wife can just divorce his ass at his peak income? I want to remind you of something, and I'm giving you a lot here. About a year ago, and I had this clip. I've saved this clip, Anton. I've saved several clips of you because I'm always going to save and have my homework done. About a year ago, this nigga was on the internet talking about pray for his marriage. Some of y'all don't remember that, but I do. It ain't like I'm trying to build a case against you motherfucking men, but I remember that. Pray.
Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? Was Anton on here talking about pray for my marriage? Do y'all a year ago? Who said that? Do y'all remember that? You know, I believe Coach though, but I'm just asking, do y'all remember that? Oh, big boy. What show? Lapeef? Or you mean on Coach Greg's show? Uh-oh, y'all. Uh-oh. Micca. You should have just been quiet. You remember, but you don't care. I don't think anybody cares. But Opening up a can of worms, an unnecessary can of worms, child.
For my marriage. I also remember the wife was telling you to jump off the internet. You were staying on there live streaming. You was only going to do an hour and you did 3 hours and she wanted to go to dinner. I remember that too because I got the clip saved in my motherfucking file. I got a file on all of y'all niggas.
Ooh.
I got a file of niggas saying they ain't fucked their wife after 35 years but telling y'all niggas to spend place. I got that clip too. I got a clip of that Owen Cook out here saying that he married a prostitute and spent $2 million on her. I got that clip too. But these are the men that you guys deify. These are the guys that you follow. But I sure remember that when you said, pray for my marriage, y'all. Anton, you remember that? I do. Now, this is not a diss video on Anton. This is me defending my case and telling you that if you're going to tell men to do something, well, then you got to do it. You got to live it. Okay, you got to live it or just tell men to live the free agent lifestyle. But what we can't do is say CGA.
Isn't that what is his name? I don't even see him no more and I don't miss him at all. That one who always said, don't date single mothers suck. And then he ended up not only dealing with one, she was white and she looked straggled and had a kid as well. Y'all remember that dude? All he said was, worst thing in the world is dating a single mom. Worst thing in the world is dating a single mom. And then they busted out with the fact that he married one. Child.
Is a heathen, he's living wrong morally, Christian wise, or spiritually when you're doing the same thing. Matter of fact, I put videos of me and pictures of me doing this and all these red pill ragers and MGTOWs start calling me a simp. Now, what is it? Because as soon as I put a picture out like this with me next to a woman, what are y'all gonna say? He tricked, he paid for it, how much she cost, and so forth and so on. But when he's doing it, y'all like, well, he could not be fucking her. We don't know. Okay, which one is it, niggas?
Uh-oh.
Okay, not only that, she in the front row of a basketball game and flying. All right, but I got a picture next to a bitch. Y'all calling her a prostitute. Or like, what the fuck's going on here? The double standard. So is Micca a prostitute?
Oh,
all right, what is it?
Oh, come on now. I was just about to say it's Donovan Sharp. It was Donovan Sharp. I don't know who No Fugazi is. It was Donovan Sharp. I don't know if he's still on here or not, but yeah, he used to hang out with Fresh and Fit all the time.
Let's call it what it is. I'm going to review a video here, and this is by a legendary streamer. Okay, so she's been around the world here. She's did an interview. Micca has done an interview. Okay.
Or two.
She's done 2 interviews. She's done one with Tasha K, and she's also done one with another gentleman who I don't know his name is, but I'm not going to describe him. All right, but he seems very light in the loafers. He seems like a good man, and the way he conducted this interview, it's giving, yeah. He ain't.
All right. So I don't want to see that again. I would love to hear what he has to say, but ain't nobody trying to hear all that again. I don't know if he moves on to something else. Let me just go here. Oh, I don't remember this picture. Who's this? Who's that?
Find that out. And she has a brand, Pop Culture Micca, so she's conservative.
He's talking through O'Shea's video, which we already saw. So let's see.
Actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But if
but when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, we were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings.
Or call it what it is. You either say she's a hoe or she's not. Which one is it? All right, you make the call. But she's carrying on like a hoe. Right? That's what she's doing, and then trying to come up here and tell us she's not one. I've been around way too long. I done lived 50 goddamn years. All right, I'm not going with the bullshit. And then if y'all want to say he tricking and he paying or the husband is pimping her out, well, either way I'm right. These are the supposedly traditional Christian conservatives. Either way I win. Because I've been telling you what it is. There's not many traditional marriages out there where niggas ain't doing some bullshit on the side. Let's continue.
What gives me the ability to think one or two things is the truth. Number one, Micca is the breadwinner in her house. Okay. So because she's the breadwinner, household is dictated by her rules. She sets the pace. 2, the husband is a person that is just a complete, I don't want to call him a simp.
But here's the difference.
Yes. And
why she cutting them off? Oh my goodness.
That person is also a male. All right. And
she got too many men in her life.
We have a working relationship, and it's the same exact type of.
You don't have good, ma'am. If that's how you conduct yourself with all men you work with, again, like I said, inappropriate relationship. If you're married and all the men you work with, that's how you conduct yourself. That is not very traditional Christian or conservative.
Well, I guess they're using their own words against them. So I get it. I'm listening. Let me ignore. Hold on. You know I can't see. Trav Tribe ZM7XL X7LX child. I can't see. Thank you, boo. He said, never seen so many men invested in where another man lays his pipe. It's weird. Trinidad, is that you? Trinidad, is that you? I don't know. Like in the beginning with some of these other people, I would definitely agree. But like I said, if she had not come back out here, none of this would be reigniting itself, and all these other questions, wouldn't be out here. Now, have these dudes been carrying on? Absolutely. They definitely been carrying on. And what I said was these group of people who I tend to know or see in my timeline or whatever are the same people who used to sit around and listen to Kevin Samuels. And it was all in when he said, when you make it and then you have options. They was all in with all that. So just think, and this is how I looked at it, right? Is that if y'all was all in and all okay with that, why is this an issue for y'all now? It don't make sense. So what is it? That's why I'm like, so y'all ain't no better than the biatches at the end of the day. So maybe you can say, oh, well, you try to pass yourself off as a Christian. Okay, I get it. But the way that they've been video after live stream going back, I'm not talking about Coach, because this is really only his second time talking about it. We know that there's ninjas that are not only going back in the day and finding every single thing that Anton ever said, and then they're bringing in what happened at this episode, and they're going back to Lapeef now. It's like, yeah, I don't understand. So either one, they ain't got nothing else better to do. They hate Anton that daggone much, or they mad because they can't get nothing that look like Micca or something. Because, child, if Kevin Samuels was still here, y'all would be like, yeah, you exercising your options. He just value man exercising his options. Now all of a sudden, you worrying about him with the being a Christian and conservative and all this other stuff that now that's just being brought in, right? But my thing is right now at this point is, girl, you shouldn't have came back out. That's all I'm saying. This is just lighting another freaking fire because of these two interviews that now have come back out. And Tiki said that it didn't go well. And I heard somebody else say that it didn't go well under Tasha K. We saw how it went with Orlando, I think his name is, and that did not go well. And she's media trained, I believe, if you want to call it that, as a reporter, former reporter, kind of a reporter or something like that. So some of these questions and the way that they was answered is a little suspect. I ain't gonna lie. But you're absolutely right. There's so many men invested in this. It's half damn crazy. And in order to make it even better, like for all these people that we have been watching and they talking about Micca and what she looked like and all that type of stuff, all good, cool. Anton want beautiful women around him. I don't know why that's a strange thing to say. Why it's strange that a man wants a decent looking woman around them. That's weird for these people to say, right? But they can all make all their comparisons and do what they have to say without bringing another person in there. But y'all already know that potato head got to keep bringing my name into it when I ain't got nothing to do with none of this except for reporting on what the hell has been said and what's going on. So again, this is reignited at this point because she decided to come out and do these two interviews. And I'm still trying to understand what was the point. I just don't understand what the point was. She was out of it as far as I'm concerned. Out of it. But now she back in it. So that's why we talking about it, child.
Why do people be out here fronting? We blurring the lines between whores and wives. The line is blurred. Whore, wife. It's the same goddamn thing at this point. Right now, let's say her husband's a weak guy and he has to accept it. Again, I still win. I'm winning on all angles. I don't care how you flip this and how you reframe this. I still win. Let's continue. I don't lose in this conversation.
So here she is, like, man, is bringing up the point. Look, you are having this pose next to man as if.
All right. Well, I figure out what's going on there. Let me move on to over here, child, because now the videos have been examined, y'all. This is how we get here today, because the videos have been examined. Now, I didn't know that was a thing, child. I didn't know that was a thing. But there is some original video that maybe has been doctored, allegedly, from the night that Anton and Corey had their issue. Allegedly. So So we're gonna start here, and then we're gonna move over to her.
Come on in here. We have some more information. Anton Daniels, alleged side chick.
Y'all, this lady stay on Anton's ass, though, y'all. She stays on his ass. Let me move it forward.
Now, I do want to put this out here. You are very attractive. You're very articulate. And I don't want to ride my husband. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna keep it a black. No, please.
Oh shit, that's Tasha K.
And you two have a working relationship.
Man, now.
Oh, she got the voice of it. Oh shit, I gotta rewind it. I didn't know. All right, let's hear what they gotta say. Sometimes it's better when you can see it, but if this is what we got, this is what we got.
I'm not gonna prolong it because, like I said, it is about 58 minutes long. So let's get into it. Make sure I got the audio up.
Okay. Micca, what do you go by online? They just know you as Micca?
Either go by Micca or Pop Culture Micca.
Okay, Pop Culture. I don't want to put your government. And if you looking up on the internet and your social security never knew you, next thing you know, you got a house and they're taking your tax return. Well, listen, welcome. I know unconventional interview. Your team reached out because apparently you were being slandered all over the internet concerning you and Anton Daniels, a fellow content creator on the YouTube streets that has a massive platform. Apparently he's married and has been married for a very long time, has children and everything, and you two have a working relationship, but the content creators are saying that you guys have a relationship. They're saying that you are the mistress, aka side piece, side chick.
Yes.
Yeah. So
okay, so we can confirm that her and her team reached out to talk about this, went to probably Orlando since that's the friend, and now know that she reached. Tasha K gonna let you know. She said you reached out to us. Your team reached out to us.
that's what we're here for. Now I'm going to talk to Anton, I believe Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. We're talking to Anton Wednesday, Jason? Yes, so me and Anton are going to be doing a full sit down. We will be discussing you, but I think it's only right that we, hear from your mouth. And so
Anton is coming on Tasha K. Is that was it this Wednesday or is it next Wednesday? Who knows? Somebody knows.
real quick, just want to, if you don't mind, just giving some short background on who you are and what it is that you do.
Cool. Well, my name is Micca. I go by Pop Culture Micca, and I am a commentator. I am a conservative commentator as well. I have been featured on Fox. I've been featured on BBC, and I am also in the YouTube content creation space as well.
Okay, cool. Are you a journalist? I think I saw somewhere that you were a journalist.
Yes.
So you went to journalism school and
No, I did not, but I have been doing this for a very long time. So I've been in the entertainment industry pretty much my entire life. And I kind of got into journalism by way of doing politics. So I do commentating with BBC News and, like I said, with Fox 5.
Okay, cool. All right, no problem. So real quick, let's start from the beginning. How did you and Anton meet?
So me and Anton met online. Anton reached out to me, sent me an email, told me that he would like to interview me. So that's how we met.
Fair use, child.
Talked about what we will interview about, and that was that.
Okay. What made you reach out to do an interview, though? Were you trending at the time or something?
So from what Anton told me, a lot of his, I guess supporters or a lot of the people that watch him like my content, and they kept, emailing him because from what I know of Anton, they will email him if they see somebody online that they think is, interesting or they want, Anton to talk to.
Okay, so he basically said the viewers have reached out to you. How many followers did you guys have at the time?
So at the time that Anton reached out, I probably had about maybe 20K on Instagram. And I had just, I've only been doing YouTube a little over a year, maybe 15, 18 months. And at the time I had just started YouTube. So his followers probably know me from just, doing different commentations and being on different people's podcasts at the time.
Okay. And how many years ago was this?
I've known Anton almost 2 years now.
Okay. And so, so what would lead them to believe, because I know he had that big blowout with Corey Holcomb. I don't know if Corey mentioned your name or anything like that, but when it comes up, you are coming up as Anton.
Well, he didn't say her name, but he mentioned her for show.
Side chick. Now, I do want to put this out here. You are very attractive. You're very articulate. And I don't want to ride my husband. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna keep it a black. No, please don't be disrespectful. I'm just saying.
I understand.
However, you heard Cam Newton. Cam Newton say he can't be around no beautiful women and it just be strictly friends. Okay? And a lot of men do
Coach Greg Adams just said the same thing.
think like that. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of want to understand, the nature of the relationship? Did you guys just start working together all the time and doing content together?
So once Anton reached out to me and I did the interview, he, found that, I was interested in different things as far as pop culture and politics, and that I knew a lot when it came to those two areas. So we decided to go ahead and work together. Anton had something that he was revamping at the time, which was his old channel that he had called Fight Club, and he wanted to turn it into something called After Hours. So that's where I started, which is called After Hours.
Okay, guys. Did you guys meet up to do any of these shows, or you just kind of work virtually?
Most of it is virtual. I've probably been to Detroit about maybe 3 times, but most of it is virtual.
Okay.
If not all of it, probably about 98% of it.
Okay. Now, did you meet the wife?
Yes, I met her the first day I came out.
Okay. And she didn't mind y'all working together?
No. And, to contrary of, belief or popular belief, she's there 99.99% of the time. She's not a content creator, so she stays off camera.
Okay.
So Rita is always there. I don't think Rita was at the Corey Holcomb thing though. Anybody can confirm or deny?
Okay, so at the time on YouTube, you said you had about 20,000 followers.
On Instagram. On YouTube, I had just started when I met Anton, so I probably had a little over 1,200 subs at the time. I was building my platform.
Okay, guys, so I just got to say something. She stated that Anton reaches out to her to do an interview and to do an interview with her.
Okay, yeah, we know this. So no shade. Let me go ahead and get back to Tasha K. We know. He reached out. The fan said you should check her out. He went, he checked her out, brought her on to the After Hours show, now called Room 9. And now people act like that's weird that he wants a good-looking woman to be on the show. Okay, got it.
Was already, doing YouTube. And when Anton reached out to me, I already had motion on Instagram because of the entertainment that I was doing already and the news commentary that I was doing already.
Okay. Hold on for a second. Now, Anton's wife is really gorgeous. She's very gorgeous. She's nice. I've spoken to her. However, when I look at you, you get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I get quite a few, but I don't pay attention to them because at the end of the day, that's not why I'm on Instagram. So I see them, but
you see them. What do they say when they're DMing you? What kind of things do they?
Child, what kind of question is this? Girl, can we get to the point? What do they say to you when they DM you? Girl, you beautiful. You know what I would do? I would fold you up. Child, everything that Coach just said. Why are we asking her that? Shout out to Ask Her Brother Podcast. I see you, boo. Always good to see you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Ali. Yeah, please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you aren't new. Not Micca was doing the Pop the Balloon show. I know you lying. I'm not even trying to hear you. We don't even do those no more. You lying.
Honestly, I don't really get into it because I can, you can see what they start off with. And anytime I've ever seen something, it's not nothing that's ever business. And that's really what
girl, what they saying to you in your DMs on Instagram, it's giving fun, girl. Nobody has reached out to you other than you're pretty and they want to be nasty. I'm just being real.
Well, listen, I can't disagree with her because that's all we keep hearing, right? Y'all, I guess it's a thing because this is what every single person basically we've been listening to. You beautiful, you beautiful, you beautiful. So all that gets you is disrespect from you, sassy straights, okay? Y'all are hollering at her, trying to holler at her, talking about what you want to do to her. Again, much like what we just heard Coach say. So in other words, that's all she brings to the table. Y'all, is that what y'all think that's all this lady brings to? Not Keisha. We talking about Micca. You can't even be beautiful, and then all y'all got is a booty call, I guess you would call it. We didn't go over what Cam Newton said, not the other thing that Cam Newton said, because now he said something else. We'll get to it eventually. Cam Newton can't be friends with women. Not possible, because all he wants to do is F. So is that Micca's fault or is that y'all's fault that y'all can't control yourselves? Is that Micca's fault or is that y'all's fault because y'all can't control yourselves? I can't be around a woman because I might want to F her. I can't be a woman's friend because I'm going to want to F her. How do y'all work? How do y'all go to work?
This is amazing.
I'm confused. I'm just saying. Damn, not the Lord. No, not the Lord. Lord said, keep his name out your mouth. Thank you, Nightjade. She said, thank goodness for being an average woman. Woo, Lord help your people. Come on, child.
Here's what it is.
Instagram is for. I get people see me, but at the end of the day, it's for business. So they get red.
Okay, cool. And so you really didn't have a following on YouTube. So basically, he leveraged his platform and gave you a following.
He definitely leveraged his platform. And he,
again, like I just stated, and then I'm gonna let it play. She had no followers on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So he helped her out. Look at that. Help is on the way. If you ever watch Mrs. Doubtfire. So he helped her get her weight up on YouTube. That's a good payment, don't y'all think? Shout out to the content creators. That's a good payment.
1,200 is damn near no followers. You just get monetized with 1,000. You have 1,200 followers. Why would somebody reach out to you? You have no followers. You're barely monetized to do an interview with you. What would be the reason? Use the brain that God gave you. Even if you don't have no brain, why would she think that Anton reached out to her to do an interview with somebody with no followers that don't nobody know? That makes absolutely no sense. But I want y'all to listen to her try to prove to the interviewer how smart and articulate that she is, and doesn't want to believe that Anton reached out to her for any other reason other than for some reason she's something that somebody or we never saw before. Okay, we never heard of her. Man, we don't know you. But I don't think I brought up Ringo's video, but shout out to Ringo TV Reactions when I was watching him a few days ago, if not last week. And he had said that he thought that Micca and Anton maybe have allegedly conspired to have this happen to get this back into the algorithm and to get people to speak on it again, which is why that Micca does not speak disparagingly in any way, shape, or form about Anton, allegedly. And I'm like, that might be a thing. And then when I found out that she was done with him or quit the show or is not working with him anymore, it's like, what if that's what it was? Because what's been brought right back into the algorithm? This. Flex. And she even lied. So let's just finish listening.
Did you go to Detroit to see him for business? Yes. So me and Anton are going to be doing a full sit down.
British leveraged his platform. And he also was able to teach me how to use YouTube effectively because, I tell a lot of people, Anton has pretty much mastered YouTube. So when I did go out there, I pretty much studied. I watched what he did. I watched how he talked to people on YouTube, how he talked to his following, his subs. And, I learned a lot.
Let me ask you a question. If you were ugly, have you ever thought about being ugly? Because you're not ugly. If you were ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged his platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think Anton would have done, honestly. But, I'm not unaware that, I'm attractive or that people find me attractive. But what I know to be true is that I'm a very serious person when it comes to work. And so I'm a very hard worker. I give, a lot of attention to detail. And if I work with somebody, they're going to see my value. And I really do think Anton really saw the value in what I did.
Okay, so were you doing this on Instagram at first before you did on YouTube? Or like you were just making videos?
YouTube is, because YouTube is actually different than what I was doing. So what I was doing was on TV. So here locally, I was on Fox 5. So I did the entertainment segment. I would talk with TMZ. And
no, don't say, no, don't let Corey Holcomb hear that. Lord help your people. Lord help your people. Now you're going to get a conspiracy. Allegedly, he's going to get a conspiracy theory together that this is the big fault, remember? And that's why TMZ is now on his ass because she was conspiring with TMZ. Oh, Lord, you should have not did any of these interviews, girl. Allegedly.
And we would talk about whatever the popular thing was. I also did a podcast out here in DC where we would talk to different celebrities, sports figures. I've had NFL coaches and all types of people, Wall Street people, just everybody that's pretty much trending we've had on that podcast. So I was already used to doing that.
Lady, nobody knows you. You see how she keeps trying to tell us who she is? I ain't never heard of this woman until people, start sending me messages about Anton cheating on his wife. She is fighting for her life. She wants to let, she's interviewing with Tasha K. She wants to force Tasha K to know who the hell she is. You speaking to a woman who got over 1 million followers. She don't know you. Nobody knows you. So she's fighting right now for her life.
They know her now.
I just had never done it on YouTube. So once I started my podcast, that's when I started to do that.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out, because I notice a lot of smaller content creators, but they have to already be doing content in the same manner in which I'm doing it. Because I've helped a lot of content creators. I've scaled their platforms massively. I'm taking content creators from 5,000 to 300,000, 200,000. Like, I really do that. But but for you, I was just trying to figure out, because my platform is huge. And I was just trying to figure out, where did he actually see your talent? Because if you didn't have a YouTube presence, you were only on Instagram.
Either go by Micca or pop from there.
I'm so sorry. I just messed up. I got to stop. She said, where did he actually see your talent? Okay, see, we in the same, because I'm like, girl.
So Tasha been taking people from 50K to 300,000K. Tasha! I'm here, girl. It's like I'm just playing. So she been taking people from 50K to 300K. And I don't think Micca is, hold on, let me check, y'all. Let me let y'all look at this while I check, though. Hold on. Let me see where she at. What's this damn show called? The Red Cup cut. The Red Cup. The Red Cup. Yeah, there it is. She at 18,900. She at 18,900. Anton got million plus on 2 different channels. So she's going through all this in order to get to 18. She ain't even at 20,000. Child, Frigidaire might come and pass her. Anyway. Woo, Lord help your people.
What? And so I'm a very hard worker. I give a lot of
Look,
attention.
let me rewind it, y'all.
He definitely
Over the internet.
Let me rewind it again. And I'm going to stopping it because it keeps clicking whenever I do it. So she's asking her, girl, I just want to know, where did he see your talent? Because this is all about talent. YouTube is extremely hard. There's only 2 ways to do it. People got to like you. You got to work hard. I mean, you can work hard and people don't have to necessarily like you as much, but you put in more work. But the key is you got to work hard. So she's simply saying, girl, what? I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't see the talent.
is doing already.
Okay.
I thought she was saying, because you had so few, why would he bother reaching out to you? And if he was going to help you with subscribers, she's not even to 20,000. And they've known each other for 2 years. I guess, I think she's implying, not Lakeisha, but Tasha, all these hours, implying that maybe it was other reasons that he was reaching out to you and not because you have this great talent, of which people keep saying, you beautiful butt. That's all I'm hearing. You beautiful butt. Shout out to JP. I appreciate you, boo. He said, classic case of won't shut the F up. Hashtag stop it. Don't know how to. That's why. No, seriously. Maybe Ringo has a point. Maybe Ringo has a point, allegedly, that they bringing together or bring this back up, get back in the algorithm, not necessarily to help Anton, even though all publicity is good publicity, but somebody just said that a second ago. It might help her. Maybe it'll get her to grow some more. I don't know, y'all. This is crazy. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. He said, guess I'll have to address this. Yep. You got to. It's being brought back up. You have to now. It's being brought back up. Shout out to Ask a Brother podcast. Come on, Keisha. Chat.
Hold on for a second. Now, Anton's wife is really gorgeous. She's very gorgeous. She's nice. I've spoken to her. However, you know, when I look at you, you get a lot of DMs on Instagram.
I get quite a few, but I don't pay attention to them because at the end of the day, that's not why I'm on Instagram. So I see them, but
you see them. What do they say when they're DMing you? What kind of things are they?
Honestly, I don't really get into it because I can, you can see what they start off with. And anytime I've ever seen something, it's not nothing that's ever business. And that's really what my Instagram is for. I get people see me, but at the end of the day, it's for business. So they get read.
Okay, cool. And so you really didn't have a following on YouTube. So basically he leveraged his platform and gave you a following.
He definitely leveraged his platform. And he also was able to teach me how to use YouTube effectively because, I tell a lot of people, Anton has pretty much mastered YouTube. So when I did go out there, I pretty much studied Anton. I watched what he did. I watched how he talked to people on YouTube, how he talked to his following, his subs. And, I learned a lot.
Let me ask you a question. If you were ugly, have you ever thought about being ugly? Because you're not ugly.
Why did Tasha say, did you ever think about being... Y'all call me messy, child. Listen to her.
If you were ugly, do you think Anton would have leveraged this platform with you?
I really can't get into what I think Anton would have done, honestly. But, I'm...
She said, do you think if he was ugly that Anton would have shared his platform with you? Well, have we not heard the Sassy Straights always say that pretty people have a privilege, right? Even Kevin Samuels talked about that. You could get this, you could get that. How you leverage it, how you use it is all up to you, right? Are we going to act like we have not heard that before and this is all crazy? So the Sassy Straights don't say that. Kevin Samuels never said that. Ain't it? Who gets in the club? The good looking girl or not? So do y'all think that Micca is getting into the club? Do y'all think Micca getting into the club for free in the VIP? Seriously, come on now. I'm
not unaware that, I'm attractive or that people find me attractive. But what I know to be true is that I'm a very serious person when it comes to work. And so I'm a very hard worker. I give, a lot of attention to detail. And if I work with somebody, they're going to see my value. And I really do think Anton really saw the value in what I did.
Oh.
Okay, so were you doing this on Instagram at first before you did on YouTube, or like you were just making videos?
YouTube is because YouTube is actually different than what I was doing. So what I was doing was on TV. So here locally, I was on Fox 5. So I did the entertainment segment. I would talk with TMZ and we would talk about whatever the popular thing was. I also did a podcast out here in DC where we would talk to different celebrities, sports figures. I've had NFL coaches and all types of people, Wall Street people, just everybody that's pretty much trending we've had on that podcast. So I was already used to doing that. I just had never done it on YouTube. So once I started my podcast, that's when I started to do that.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out, because I notice a lot of smaller content creators, but they have to already be doing content in the same manner in which I'm doing it. Because I've helped a lot of content creators. I've scaled their platforms massively. I'm talking about, I'm taking content creators from 5,000 to 300,000, 200,000. Like I really do that. But but for you, I was just trying to figure out, because my platform is huge. And I was just trying to figure out, where did he actually see your talent? Because if you didn't have a YouTube presence, you were only on Instagram.
I was on television.
Okay, you're on television, but you're on television in DC, correct?
But I would put those on my social medias. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So a man in Detroit on YouTube happened to catch your TV segments on your Instagram, and his viewers said that he should talk to you. And so he reached out to you via email.
Correct.
All right. Who knows this to be true, child? Somebody had to be watching Anton. Is that how this really happened? Now, I know that people be like, Anton, you should. Anton, you should. I know that they do that. So y'all trying to tell me that there really was someone who was in the audience and said, oh, y'all, go look at her. And so they went over there to the DC station and they said, oh, yeah, we should tell Anton. And then Anton got the address and he went and watched her and then reached out and said, my followers said that you should come on over here. All right, is that really what happened? Who knows, Bueller? If y'all remember that he was over here talking about, pray for my marriage, then y'all must know that that's how that really happened. I see Fa is up in here. Maybe he can confirm or deny. Okay. Not that I'm in DC and never heard of her. Oh no. You should have left this on the cutting room floor, child.
His subscribers or his viewers sent him my content.
Well, what content were you making that was in line with what Anton is doing? Because Anton does
I'm in politics. I'm in politics. So Anton has 3 different channels. Anton does, Anton does like
I know that.
The Millionaire Morning Show, and that's usually in politics and popular culture, and that's pretty much what I do. What I was doing on Fox was pretty much popular culture and politics, and what I do on my own channel is exactly that.
Okay, so I'm looking at your profile.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at your Instagram. Let's role reverse for a second, because I want you to put yourself in the shoes of the viewers.
Okay.
If you saw somebody that looked like you with your husband, let me be real with it. If you saw someone that looked like you and the content creator was married, would you assume that the reason he reached out is because you were talented, or is it because you were
beautiful,
drop dead gorgeous?
No, in my line of work, there are tons of beautiful women that actually are talented and are actual go-getters. They do all types of work with.
Now, child, at this point, I would be offended. Like, I got nothing else to offer besides what I look like. So you trying to tell me I ain't got nothing going for me at all? Woo! That's what I'm hearing, y'all. That's what I'm hearing. And looks do fade. So you do need to have something else going on, because you can't depend on it all the time. Because as y'all say, the wall does hit, right? Wow. That's all she's hearing is you look good, which is great. I know people want to hear that they look good, right?
Amazing.
You're gorgeous. You're drop dead gorgeous. But why would he deal with you except for what you look like? Oh my God. I would be insulted. Me personally, I would be insulted. Well, shit, I ain't good for shit. I ain't good for nothing. I can't do shit around this bitch. What the hell? Shout out to Maggie, the substitute teacher. The person that women should be following that are allegedly trying to get married and have a relationship. Salute to Maggie and Mr. President, child, because I be watching, all right? Maggie be cooking things up, all right? Happily average is where it's at. Beauty can be a curse. Maggie. In this case, it's seeming like, as I listen to all of these people, different content creators, and then go back and listen to that interview from Orlando, then listen to this interview and listen to Tasha K, all anybody got to say, yeah, you look good, but please don't say that to me, K, big boy. I'm not trying to hear from either one of y'all. It's like, yeah, you look good, but what do you bring to the table? Oh, Lord, they about to say that in a second. I hate that. So what else do you bring to the table besides what you look like? Everybody's like, we don't know you. Ain't nobody heard of you. Somebody just said I'm in DC. I ain't never heard of her. Your followers are only up to this. He didn't help you get anywhere. Was this a loss? After all this, after all this, was this a loss? Thank you so much, Maggie. I appreciate you. Shout out to Romello in the building. I appreciate you. Boo, he said, stars will fall in Micca. This we know for certain. Can you stand there? Don't be using my peoples for this foolishness, child. Don't be using my peoples for this foolishness. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. You always catching strays because you always throwing strays.
And entertainment and politics and being on television. So it's not oblivious that somebody, is, you can see that they're attractive, but at the end of the day, you gotta say, when you've been in this business a long time, when you look at different people's reels and when you look at, what they've done, I can see somebody's value outside of their beauty.
Okay, so have you ever been married before?
Yes, I'm married now.
You're married now?
Yes.
You have a husband?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
I've been married pretty much all my life.
Pretty much all my... Hold up! Hold up! Hold. Ooh, Lord, help your people.
Yes.
You have a husband?
Yes.
How long have you been married?
I've been married pretty much all my life.
I'm about to shut this shit down. I am about to shut this shit down. What kind of answer is that? What kind of answer is that? What kind of... This is all a game. This is all a game.
her, has she been
How old is she? Does anybody know how old she is?
married before? Throughout this entire conversation, I would have said, listen, I'm married. I don't want Anton. You only say you're married when you're asked if you're married. How long have you been married? 5 years, 6 years? I've been married my whole life, all my life. What do that even mean? And if you guys look at her, which I'm going to show you, I'm going to see if I can show you. You can't probably see it. So she's looking at a screen. She's not even looking at her while she's interviewing her. How long you been married? I've been married my whole life.
Now listen, let me just say, I didn't know this was a thing, but after doing the interview with BT, shout out to Broken Traditions. Y'all make sure you go subscribe to him and follow or watch that video. I didn't realize this was a thing. So I was on one screen, he was on a different screen. So we weren't together. We did the interview together, but we weren't side by side. Like when I have Trent on here, we weren't on the same screen. I was on a screen, he was on a screen, and he spliced it together. So I'm gonna just say that, so you never know. Now, I think Keisha is implying that she was over here looking at somebody else, but there was no BT for me to look at. So all I did was look at the camera like this, okay? At least I looked this direction. So then when he spliced it together, it looks like I was just looking ahead. Does that make sense? Some of the content creators might know, but y'all, I can't do this.
Hey, your husband,
All my adult life, yes.
Okay, so your husband, so your work relationship.
I've been married my whole adult life. So what does that mean? You got married at 18?
She didn't answer
questions like that.
Life.
She's looking at a screen.
She said her whole life, not her whole adult life.
As if she's nervous and like, how long you been married? My whole life or my adult life? What do that even mean? Well, it gets even more crazy.
I told you, by the way, on Instagram. Your husband approves of your work relationship with Anton?
Yes, my husband knows of every relationship that I have, period. Whether male or female.
Is your husband on your IG?
No. My IG is strictly for business. I don't put my personal life on my IG.
So you actually have a husband posting pictures like this. I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, because the pictures you post are they're gorgeous, but they're kind of a little bit
gorgeous.
A little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I look at your profile, it's given more IG model than commentator. It's just my
so I have two profiles. One is just
not trying to be funny, but your profile does not give commentator. Your profile gives Instagram girl want to take cute pictures. It doesn't give anything. So all of this that she's telling us that she did, we don't see it.
Pop Culture Micca, and the other one is
the one that I'm on. I'm on Pop Culture Micca.
And then the other one is Red Cup. So the Red Cup profile is just all my commentary, whether it's politics or something that I'm talking about with popular culture.
Okay. So why not? So is this the first time that you've ever talked about your husband? Or do people know that you're married?
To the public? Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you've never revealed that you've had a husband. This is the first time?
I never talk about it.
I guess what I'm trying to ask you is this going to be something that's probably going to shake the internet? Is the fact that you're married and no one knew about it?
No, some people do know, and some people don't know. I just don't dive into it.
Okay.
So some people
when you go to visit Anton, is your husband with you?
No.
Has he met Anton?
He has not met him in person.
Okay. And they're cool. Like they smoke cigars together. It's chill.
They haven't met in person.
So how do you know he approves of Anton? Because I'll be honest with you, how long have you been married? How many years you say?
My entire adult life.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't put that out.
Okay. Are you guys together or are you separated?
No, I'm together.
And you live in the same house?
Live in the same house.
You have kids?
I don't put that out as well.
Because I'm a married woman. I've been married 20 years. My husband was just talking to you on the phone, like when you needed tech help. Why hide your marriage life?
I don't hide it. But here's the problem. I grew up in the internet era, and I understand how nasty people are, including what I'm going through right now. And I understand that people will use your family against you, especially in an area of content that I am in, which is politics. When people don't like what you say, people don't like what you do, when they can't get to you, they will get to somebody that you may love and that's around you. And so that is my way of protecting my family. I'm a content creator. I really don't have a problem with people who want to approach me. I don't want that to fall on my family because they don't have anything to do with what I'm doing.
I get that. Like you can post your husband and he not have any social media presence. Like my husband doesn't have a social media presence. I have millions of followers. I get 100 billion views. Oh, actually, I get a billion views a year. Okay.
Right. But mine deals in something that is very high up. And so,
what does that have to do?
Allegedly, why y'all keep saying that man is white? Not that he couldn't be white, right? Why y'all keep saying that man is white? Allegedly, use your allegedlys, yeah.
Within it, there's very high up people that have social media profiles. It actually, I think the narrative of you being called a side chick or a mistress, he could have dealt that situation and been like, no, this ain't what that is. I know Anton, and then out. But the fact that you have to get up here and defend.
So I got to interject just a little bit, y'all. So she says she married. She doesn't want to talk about her husband. This is a whole man. So if somebody is saying that you are a side chick, why your husband ain't speaking out to say, hey, you don't want to know anybody know who your husband is. So now you protecting a man and he should be protecting you. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I don't want.
No, what doesn't make any sense is that there was no need to come out and do this video or do these interviews to rile this back up. If people were saying whatever they were saying, then let them say whatever they say. But I want to also reiterate, I forget who said it or who pointed it out to me, is that Anton didn't, she said it in the video with Orlando, that Anton didn't come out and defend her in any way, shape, or form. He didn't even say, or did he say it? I don't remember. Did Anton say that she is not his side chick and nothing ever happened? Y'all remind me, because there's so much going on, I can't keep up. So I want to be accurate. Did he say that or no? Allegedly.
I want to talk about my kids, or I don't want to mention that. Girl, do you got kids or not? I have adult kids. That don't mean I go to their.
You had this page. Did you have this page as long as you had Pop Culture Micca?
No, I've had Pop Culture Micca since I've been online. But once I started podcasting, I had the Red Cup.
Okay. But you had the Red Cup. It was the podcast after you met Anton, right?
No, before. I was already podcasting.
Okay, and how poppin' was it? Because it's right now. If it's been 2 years, you only got 50.
I've been podcasting for.
2 years. You got about 50 something is what she's saying in terms of followers. So
do you get paid off of Instagram? I know you get paid on YouTube, but do you get paid off of Instagram? That's the question. She came in with the 50, didn't she? Didn't she say she came in with the 50 when she found him, and then she had just started the YouTube, and the YouTube right now is at not even 20,000. So where's the win? I'm just asking, where's the win? Are you getting paid like you get paid on YouTube, on Instagram? Anybody know, Bueller?
There are people like you. They don't like you very much. But in 2 years, either you're not working it, because you should have more followers in 2 years than 50,000.
I would agree.
Asking for about 18 months. Mm-hmm.
So that was after you met Anton. I'm looking at the timeline.
You're looking at the timeline, okay.
Huh? What I'm saying is, are you sure?
Sorry.
Okay, the question is, did you have a Red Cup before or after you met Anton?
I had Red Cup before.
She had it before.
How poppin' was it? Because it only got 50K now 2 years later.
Correct.
Instagram.
So I probably was sitting at like 1,200. About 1,200 subs.
Okay.
Which is what I stated when you asked me.
Child, the wrong account got the subscribers on it.
In the beginning. Yeah, I probably was sitting at 1,200 subs because I'm very new to YouTube.
So meeting Anton got her over 40,000 subs. So this girl uses her looks and, things of that nature to advance instead of getting in. And I said this on a previous video, women like her try to use everything but this to get ahead. So she's.
Well, that's why OF is popping. That's not anything weird. That's just how some people do it. That's how they do it, then that's how they do it. I'm just saying.
And leveraging. Do you believe men will help you for incentives? Have you ever been propositioned like that?
No.
You've never been propositioned by a man to help you for incentives?
No, because everything that I do up front has always been business. And when
everything she does up front has always been business. Why in the hell would Anton, who is established making money on his own channels by himself, what the hell could you add to his channel? Absolutely nothing. That is like me going to get some new.
She can add more men to come to the channel. She can get more men to come to the channel. I mean, are we gonna act like that's not what it is? Are we gonna act like that's not what it is? I mean, she's beautiful, but it don't entice me to come watch the channel. I didn't even know she was on there. You know I don't like panels. That's why I'm not watching. I don't give a fuck who on there. Joe, you better bring Eric Dane back, because that's about the only way I'm going over there to watch it. Especially a panel, child.
Creator who be on YouTube, you know, why?
feel that when I feel that it's going somewhere else, I will remove myself from it.
I got something I want to talk to you about. So how is it that you had the red cup before? But when I scroll all the way down to your page, Anton is your guest.
Anton
is the first clips that come up.
So now she gets caught in a lie. She said that she had the red cup prior to Anton. Tasha scrolls all the way down, Anton being her very first guest. So how is it that you had this podcast before Anton, the one that you said you had 1,200 subs, but now 2 years later after meeting him, you got what? I think she said 50,000. So damn near 48,000 she got from meeting him. So watch how she answers this question. She originally said she had this podcast prior to meeting Anton.
Anton is the first picture. Oh. I don't even know what to say, y'all. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna have to go scroll the thing now while she talks. Romello, thank you, boo. He said, Messi, I just figured it out. Her husband is Patrick Swayze from Rest in peace, is Patrick Swayze. We will not have any slander of the deceased. He said only a couple people can. We will not have any slander of the deceased. Stop this. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Y'all, I'm going to go scroll the Instagram while she continues on. Woo, Lord.
Mm-hmm. Which tells me, I had Anton as a guest. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he's your first guest on a podcast that you said you had before.
He's my first one-on-one. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's my first one-on-one interview. So I have live streams, I have videos, and I have one-on-one interviews. So I do one-on-one.
You too with Alvin Gray. I know him personally.
I've done Alvin Gray. I've done Chicago Flips Red. I've done Brexit. I've done Sheldon Daniels.
Okay.
I've done football coaches. I have plenty of people I've talked to. And like I said, I was on a podcast already called The Realist TV, which you can look up as well. And The Realist TV, we also did different types of celebrities that might be in this area and out of this area.
Did Anton take you to a basketball game and y'all sat courtside together?
I did go with Anton to a basketball game, yes.
Alone?
What do you mean alone?
Did you guys go together?
Yes, we went together. Anton had business dealings there already. So that's what he actually went for.
Can't find it.
Okay, and so he went there and then you joined him, courtside.
No, so Anton went there for business dealings. We probably sat on the side of the court for about 10, 15 minutes. After that, he's back talking to all the people he's talking to. You are in business. You absolutely understand that business dealings go on, not just in office spaces.
What kind of business dealings does Anton do that he got to do it courtside, though, is the question.
It's not courtside. So you absolutely understand that.
Why Tasha gotta sound like that?
These type of events or these type of places, golf courses, I guess some cases Atlanta, other places, but a lot of business dealings happen outside of offices.
I'm familiar.
So
Micca, we know that. Come on, girl. We're talking about courtside. So now she was saying, it sounded like she was saying with the picture with the courtside, is that he was conducting business, stopped for a second to go and take that picture, then went back to talk business. All right, child.
Tell a woman with over 1 million subs that is already where she's trying to be, where to conduct business. This lady is lying. So the question was, why are you with him courtside? So she wants to say Anton had business dealings Why in the hell would he take you? Nobody knows. You have nothing to bring to a business dealing. Nobody knows who the hell you are. You have no followers. You have no subs. You are new. What do you bring to this space? That is simply what she's trying to say without being rude. But she's saying, oh, well, you know, business is conducted not just here. You know, it's conducted on a golf course. That wasn't the question. You're not his wife. If he's conducting business, why is he taking the side piece?
And I used to, before I met my husband, I dated upper echelon men, and I was with them. And when I'm with them, they want eye candy, and they pay my bills.
Okay, but Tasha, I can't be concerned about what Anton may or may not be thinking.
No, I'm not saying about Anton.
You see how she jumped to conclusions. Oh, Tasha, I can't be concerned about what Anton may be thinking. No, she didn't say anything about Anton. She was saying in her experience before getting married, she dealt with guys because she was single, and the guys that she was with that would take her to certain events. The understanding was, you want a pretty girl to carry around because that's how dudes are. They want a pretty girl to take to these different places. I'll be that. But you know what time it is when it's time for the bills to get paid. That is what she's saying. But
they usually want eye candy. I didn't say Anton. So I'm familiar with what you're saying is because I dated upper echelon men and they took care of me. And I went everywhere with them when they did business, and they want an articulate, pretty woman beside them that can help them to leverage more deals. So what I'm saying to you is, you're saying we probably sat courtside for 15 minutes, but do you know, like, I just don't understand why you would go to a basketball game with you being there.
Why would you go? That is the question. Tasha being real nice here. Why are you going? Why are you? If I'm got
together without the partners being
because
present.
it was already established that we would go there to his business dealings. And like I said, he already was doing business dealing with people that were there, and it does not hurt for me to be alone.
It was already established. What the hell does that even mean? You needed to buy a ticket. You needed to set it up. You needed to be there. So if it was established, why is it established with you?
So Fa says that Anton already has season tickets, which is not a surprise. And I guess this is Detroit. I think you said it's Detroit Pistons, right? And Micca is not from Detroit, right? She lives someplace else. So she was brought out. She went business dealings, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. This is all weird now. It's getting a little weird now.
Her eyes are reading something. So it's giving, she came on this show, on Tasha's show, for one, to get more followers, to get more people to come to her channel. Because listen, like I told y'all, YouTube is hard. You have to work. People think that they can just pop their ass on here and just make it because you don't give upper echelon, but what she ain't saying because she's trying to be nice. But you reached out to her. Oh, y'all, it's going to get even more crazier because she goes into talking about her manager. How the hell do you have a manager when you have no motion? Nobody even knows who you are. You don't even have a big enough fan base. Now, what Tasha goes into saying, like, you got a manager? I didn't get a manager till I had like 200,000. Girl, a manager for what? A manager costs money. You ain't making no money. Make it make sense, ma'am.
Part of the country clubs, and we went along a lot of times as children. So I've seen this over and over again. So
what does your husband think about you going courtside? What does your husband think about that?
Oh, so my husband was absolutely fine with my picture because at the end of the day, everything that I do, my husband is aware of.
So keep in mind, guys, she's never making eye contact.
Amazing.
So that's the most uncomfortable thing about this. She's literally looking over to something. And it almost seems as if she's reading. If I'm talking to you, why am I looking over here?
And I've already explained that. So you just never know if that's the kind of interview that they were doing, especially if she wasn't looking at her the whole time. Now, obviously, we don't have the visuals to go along with this. But after having done that interview with BT, I can see how that might happen. So that's not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. Sage Talk Biz, thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. Boo, he said, I know why. As a former Wall Streeter, arm candy help you close the big money deals. So in other words, Micca's stock is in her books. There you go. And a lot of people around here try to act like they never heard of the pretty privilege thing. Again, which Kevin Samuels talked about all the time. And just because she's trying to make it seem like it's more than that, it's kind of obvious and clear that that's what it actually is. Because every single person keeps saying the same thing. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Have you heard anybody say, you are so talented. You are so smart. You do so great on your live streams. Your interview with A, B, C, and D was amazing. You had some wonderful. Anybody heard any of that, Bueller? Anybody heard any of that, Bueller?
She's doing this. This is how her eyes are going. She may make some subtle looks every now and again, but her whole presence is looking off to another area of the room. And I'm surprised Tasha didn't call that and say, what are you looking at?
I don't hide anything from my husband. This is my husband. So anything that I do, anything that I'm going to say, like this interview or anything else that I do, my husband is aware of.
He is aware of.
This hoe is either using ChatGPT to answer these questions.
Now, why does she need ChatGPT to answer the questions? Don't put ChatGPT down like that. They do amazing work. Shout out to the chat. Not y'all. ChatGPT. Now we got Cora. Come on now. We ain't got to do all that, child. Your phone?
Is it worth your reputation being tarnished online? You having to contact platforms such as myself to clear your name? Is you hanging with another man? We've never seen your husband. This is the first time we're hearing about it. Is this worth your reputation? You say you know, DC is a very small town. I'm familiar with DC and a lot of the money that walks around DC. I know the people, especially the Black people. There's not too many of them around there that make money like that. So they're gonna know you when you pop up on this platform. So what I'm saying is it worth your reputation to have to get out here and defend that you're not sleeping with him?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And again, like I said, everything that I've done with Anton has been all business dealings.
There you go.
Before we started the call, your manager was on the phone with you. Mm-hmm. I was shocked that you had a manager.
Okay.
I'm shocked you have a manager.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Because you have no movement.
Child, just before she said that, I don't know why you stayed on this phone, because as soon as you start acting like you're getting smart with me, click, what are we doing? You're not going to be getting smart with me. Ooh, Lord, help your people. Rewind.
Shocked that you had a manager.
Okay.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know why.
Because you have no movement.
Okay.
I didn't get a manager, my first manager, until like 200,000. And that.
She said, okay. I'd have been like, bitch! But that's just me.
You don't have any movement. So I'm just trying to figure out, you have a manager. That was a little taken aback for me, because I was like, you have absolutely, you're in spaces, but you don't have any movement.
Let's just break that down. What Tasha said, you have no movement. This is all about the money game. This is what it's about. You have a manager for...
Well, first of all, this would be the first time that I would have to talk to someone to actually interview about anything.
I wonder if her manager is the dude that's the lawyer for Corey.
That may be semi-personal or even my business dealing. So again, that's something that he has to talk to me about. And that's something that a manager does, especially a manager that absolutely knows the business, because my manager
don't tell me shit. He works for me.
Okay, well, my manager is very experienced. So again, if this is something that I'm doing for the first time,
I need a manager, and it cannot be Big Boy or K.
You talk to your client about what to expect, what is going on, and so forth.
Okay, so what did he tell you about me?
He didn't tell me anything about you. He told me what to expect on an interview.
How good of a manager is that? And child, don't we know what to expect if we're gonna go talk to Tasha K?
Okay, all right, which led to, you know my platform is big, and Micca, I've been doing this a long time.
Okay.
And I've dealt with a lot of personalities, and this is the first that I've heard of a woman being dragged across social media for being in some, I would consider as a wife. I don't know how Anton Daniels' wife do things, but I'm from the South. I don't give a damn how pretty you are. I don't give a damn if you're an ugly bitch. Niggas will hit an ugly bitch before they hit a pretty bitch any day, okay? All I'm saying is, this is the first time that I've seen a dynamic like this. And now you guys are doing business trips together. Your husband is nowhere near.
We do not do business trips together.
I had to stop it there. Tasha says you guys are doing business trips together. Okay. We don't know where they've been before, but she clearly stated that she has went to Anton's hometown, Detroit, at least 3 times. Is that not a business trip? Or maybe y'all, I mean, wouldn't you call it a business trip? Now, we know that she went with Anton to Corey Holcomb's show. Was that not a business trip? You see how this girl is deflecting and lying? The only person that does that.
Maybe she doesn't understand what a business trip is, because y'all are not saying that she's so intelligent. Shall I go over that list again? She's a great interviewer. It's just, she beautiful, she gorgeous, I bend her over. She beautiful, she gorgeous, I bend her over. It's not, she's a great interviewer and she did well on that show. And when she interviewed and she's so articulate, I don't hear none of that. I don't hear none of that. And Nicole, Trin could never be my manager either because he won't listen. He doesn't listen, just like Kay and Big Boy. They won't listen. They're not going to listen to me. Everything is going to be so MSG. I have to get ice on them or something. Ice on Trin anyway.
Is somebody that's trying to cover something up. Well, listen to what she says when Tasha says you guys are going on business trips together.
Said you guys met up and he was in town for a basketball game.
No, what I said, no ma'am. What I said was I went to Detroit. You said taking business trips together.
Is that not a business trip?
No. You said we took business trips together and we never took.
Did you go to Detroit?
Did she not go to Corey's show? So let's say, I guess what she's saying, since she went to him, they didn't take a business trip together. But did they not both go to LA? Because she doesn't live in LA. Anton doesn't live in LA. Wouldn't that be a business trip together? But she's fighting for her life and saying, we didn't go on a business trip together. What is the relevance in lying? Because we know that you and him went to Corey Holcomb's show together. We know that. You have addressed that.
Child, this is too much. Child, this is too much. This is about over anyway, but we got to get to this other video because it's already been almost 2 hours. It's already been almost 2 hours. All right. So now we got to watch this video from the House of Hypocrites. Shout out to him, child. Fair use, fair effing use. It says Micca in Anton's room at 3 a.m. Her husband's about to see this. Allegedly. Let's see what's going on here, child.
He tried to dirty Mac and tried to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga know I'm married, nigga know I got shit going on. Luckily for me, I do what the fuck I want to do and I don't worry about that shit because I got control over my situation.
At this point, I really do think Micca was cheating on her husband with another woman's husband by the name of Anton Daniels. After I seen this shit, why would you edit this particular picture to make this imagery look lesser of a problem? It's deceptive as fuck.
Oh, Lord, help your people. Did somebody really? Well, remember when Corey made that video to try to make it seem like that there was a doctored video? And maybe there is. So who used this picture? This picture has been out here, though. I'm confused.
Fuck, because you a woman knowing that whatever you doing was wrong. So you ain't want this particular man to be fixated on Anton Daniel having his arm wrapped around your goddamn waist. You embracing him. He pulling you in, you leaning on him, damn near grabbing that ass. You didn't want that original photo to be shown. So you edited it. Or somebody edited it. Somebody on your team or you edit that motherfucker. Why? So if you would be that deceptive about this small photo, what about this?
I'm not assuming she broke. Hey, look like you. What is your hair doing? Because you look like you just. What's up, girl?
Ooh, is this the night of?
This. I'm not assuming she broke. Hey, look like you. What is your hair doing? Because you look like you just. What's up, girl? They said you had the Glock out, bro. What the street saying?
You on mute, Micca.
You on mute, Micca. That's what the street saying. They said you was the shooter, bro.
I was the what?
You was the shooter. Man, I'm just letting you know what the streets saying. I'm out here in the LA streets right now.
You shot the sheriff.
Yeah, they were like, man, Micca was the shooter, cuz.
No, and I just came upstairs. No, and I just came upstairs. No, and I just came upstairs.
I might be wondering why I paid that.
Wait, what did she say? Hold on. I don't know what she's saying.
I'm just letting you know what the streets saying. I'm out here in the LA streets right now.
You shot the sheriff.
Yeah, they were like, man, Micca was the shooter, cuz.
No, and I just came upstairs. No, and I just came upstairs.
No, I just do my thing. Is that what she's saying? Is that what she's saying? I don't know.
No, and I just came upstairs.
I might be wondering why I paid that 3 times because you got to have an eye for this shit. When you offer information out of guilt so you can get ahead of it and control the narrative, you do something called a confession leak. So what the fuck you saying, House of Hypocrites? She know that the perception of her being in Anton Daniels' room at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning is not going to look right because she's somebody's wife and he's somebody's husband. So when she got a chance to actually kind of articulate herself, knowing that she fucking drunk, knowing that her hair all fucked up, she did not arrive to Corey Holcomb's studio like that. So she got to this confession leak because it looked wrong, because it is wrong. And that guilt made her try to get in front of this narrative when somebody asked why she's in Anton Daniels' room. This wasn't a big deal because at the time, at this very moment, she's in his room. The panel and the panelists and everybody is so focused on the Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. Say it again, or let's go outside. Nobody is honing in on that particular dynamic. Like, bro. And I missed it too at the time. But now I'm like, what the fuck was you doing? Because you just said on Talk Perspective, your obligation days to live on Room 9 is Thursdays and Fridays. This is Tuesday.
And for me,
well, of course she's going to get on here because in the midst of what just happened, and we didn't see this part because we was back over there on the other channel. Lord help your people.
I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay.
Why the fuck you ain't you feel me? How back on the flight go your ass home? And you said you just got in there, which is a lie. And I'm about to show y'all that Anton Daniels for about an hour was looking off, asking Micca, is she ready? I'm reading the nigga lips. No, did he? And he's saying, are you ready? Are you ready? Then she's gonna jump up. About an hour was looking off, asking Micca, is she ready? I'm reading the nigga lips. No, did he? And he's saying, are you ready? Are you ready?
Hear that.
Then she's gonna jump on the fucking camera to try to say, hey, I just came from up. No, the fuck you didn't. You been there.
No, and I just came upstairs. No, and I just came upstairs.
They braided, right?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Nigga, my haircut, if my barber ain't talking to me, my haircut 25 minutes.
That's because they be.
He definitely talking to somebody though. He definitely talking to somebody though. Woo, Lord help your people.
Talking, them beauticians be chit-chatting.
Hell yeah, them niggas. That's why my haircut be an hour sometimes. I'm like, nigga,
no, listen, I'm from goddamn.
That don't mean she didn't just come from downstairs though.
Listen, I'm from goddamn me.
At that particular time, he's saying, that's cool. You ready? Right? I mean, she been in the nigga room. She been, so why jump on camera and say,
allegedly?
I just came upstairs. You been in the room for an hour. You probably been in the room since he got there because y'all probably only got one room. If I was her husband, I'd be trying to check into that shit. I'll most definitely be trying to check into that. Then let's not speed past her appearance. She look inebriated. They both look inebriated. And when Anton Daniel was goddamn pausing and muting and I guess when Anton was disabling his camera, I'm like, shit. The further they got along, it seemed like he getting a little bit more looser. Maybe they were drinking off camera. You feel me? And it's just speculation. Out of all the times this woman she got curly hair, right? Big curls. Every time she ever came on camera, her shit ain't all fucked up like that. Even when she go do the Tasha K interview the next day, she got on the same goddamn shirt. You feel me? Same little necklace. You feel me? And that is an indication that maybe she showered, right? Because whatever she wore to go meet Corey Holcomb, it wasn't the same shit. Bitch ain't about to wear the same shit for 3 days. I'm sorry. Unless she just like that. But what I'm saying is, if you've been in that goddamn room since he got there, then you're off camera talking to him for about an hour. But when you jump on this bitch saying, "Oh, I just came upstairs," is it fair to me to ask, did she take a shower in that room? Because the nigga Anton was preparing to jump in the motherfucking shower while she was on screen. Y'all don't believe me?
Okay, he got his own platform going. He got his own thing going. So it should be fine.
I think a lot of you guys are 1,000% unable to be impartial on what you saw and or heard.
Big shit. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Darlene.
What y'all didn't notice,
Closing the. Oh no! Yes, allegedly. Thank you, Dallas. Child. Allegedly. Oh my God, this is too much. I can't take it. We was watching the wrong stream, y'all. We was watching the wrong stream.
preparing to jump in the motherfucking shower while she was on screen. You don't believe me?
Okay, he got his own platform going. He got his own thing going. So it should be fine.
I think a lot of you guys are 1,000% unable to be impartial on what you saw and or heard.
Big shit. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Darlene.
What y'all didn't notice, he had the white shirt on. He took the white shirt off.
That is true.
Nigga went in the restroom, started brushing his teeth, walking around. He want to be seen. It's like he want to be seen that he's in this moment with her. You go throw your clothes on the bed, them drawers. He throw his drawers on the bed and whatever his little pajama shorts or some shit, just to pick it up on camera. He winded down, about to go jump in the shower.
As Anton's representation,
Thank you.
we want to say that we went to the 5150 program to have an educated conversation.
She do look like she tired. Maybe it is drunk. Something. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Station took a left turn, and we decided to use our judgment. And
And let me say this also,
sir.
Let me say this also.
What?
And let me say this also,
sir.
Let me say this also. Micca stayed in pocket. She followed my lead. She stayed. She ain't do none of that. She ain't trip. She just said, "Yo, I'm rolling with you," and that's the end of the conversation. She ain't say one word. She just kept it moving. That's how women are supposed to move. They're not supposed to do all of the extra shit and all of that. You follow the lead of the person.
That's a fact.
You don't say nothing. You don't get out of pocket. You don't do none of that. You jump in the middle. Move with the person that you move with. That's it.
After this, the stream ends. Anton Daniels eventually go jump on somebody else's stream and start talking about this.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's a nice sweep.
What that bitch
and let me say this also. Shout out to my girl Micca.
You know what's interesting about that glaze? He looking directly at her. He ran. This is why I say when I say confession leak. He just shot it out Micca. As soon as she looked at her in that goddamn corner. I mean, she was still there.
Corey, let me tell you why I think Corey is a bitch, bro. Let me tell you why I really think he a bitch. Let me tell you why I really think he a bitch.
Oh Lord, you hear the noise in the background. You hear the noise in the background. Oh no, my God. Woo, Lord help your people. Micca. Lord help your people.
As soon as she looked at her in that goddamn corner. I mean, she was still there.
Corey, let me tell you why I think Corey is a bitch, bro. Let me tell you why I really think he a bitch. Let me tell you why I really think he a bitch. Let me tell you why I really think he.
Maybe that's her leaving. Maybe that was the door closing and she was leaving. Maybe that's what it was. Now maybe she just used the toilet, making all that noise. Woo! Lord help your people.
Bitch.
Let me ask you a rhetorical question. Do you think that's a door opening or a door closing? Is it the room door or is it the shower goddamn door? Is it the bathroom goddamn door?
It definitely sounds like the front door. To me, of a hotel room.
We're gonna get to it. They gonna be like, this nigga house of hypocrites lame, did a motherfucker. You can't whoop me, bitch. You can't whoop me, goddamn. But it's provocative. It gets the people going.
It wasn't because of the confrontation. It wasn't because of none of that. It's because that nigga tried to dirty Mac at the end.
How you gonna dirty Mac a married woman and a married man?
He tried to dirty Mac and tried to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga know I'm married, nigga know I got shit going on. Luckily for me, I do what the fuck I want to do and I don't worry about that shit because I got control over my situation. But what if my chick wasn't familiar with the fact that I got a chick out here with me?
What's crazy about him just
I'm exhausted. I'm going to the gym. I need a break. I can't take it. This too much, y'all. This too much.
This is amazing.
Hold on, where am I at? Mr. Burley. Thank you, Mr. Burley. How generous of you. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Lord help your people. He said, sending some love before I clock back in. I am late. When did men start watching other men this much? Child, I don't know. This is too much. I'm not even going to get to Corey, y'all. I ain't got all day. I'm not even going to get to him today. That's tomorrow. Woo! Lord help your people. Thank you so much, hon. You are now the stream sponsor. I appreciate your support. Yes, get back to work, y'all. Don't be losing y'all's jobs. Jobs are hard to come by right now. And being late and getting yourselves into trouble for this foolishness. Team replay in effect. Thank you so much. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. It's about 311 between all the channels. Please hit the like button wherever you are. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you so much, hon. Shout out to Ms. AB up in here. I see you. I appreciate you, boo. She said, good afternoon and happy Friday. Yeah, y'all. TGIMF. All right, hypocrite. Lord help your people.
During that way, he gesturing towards the restroom Micca is in, taking a shower right now.
Now she taking a shower.
Let me play some of the clips after this. Because I kept hearing somebody in the back room act like an echo, and it sounded like they was in the restroom. Who the fuck else can be in that restroom?
Who else?
You know what I'm saying? She just so happened to be a person that signed to me. So the whole reason why I brought her there was to also mention her and get visibility for her so I can continue to try to blow up her platform. But Corey knew that.
This is where another lie come in. Corey only knew that 5 minutes before the show. The nigga told me personally, you tried to put her in position last minute, which is where the issue is arising. So why you told her husband, or she may have told her husband something that was never confirmed. So when she didn't get on the show, it was a real issue in her real life. Because he said, I don't know that bitch. I told you, explain the bitch. But the nigga trying to sit up here and lie.
But see, Corey tried to throw salt in the game afterwards and tried to, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to like do some dirty shit. I don't fuck with niggas like that. These niggas keep talking about how real they are. They keep talking about all of that type of shit. I would never do that type of shit to a nigga.
Nigga, you did it to JR from the Lapeef Network. And you knew he had a woman. And you knew he was fucking the little bitches on the panel. You started your show. Was it Fight Club or After Hours? You started your show trying to siphon panelists, the same bitches he was fucking on. You was trying to get them hoes on your show. You started dirty macking. That's the real definition. You started dirty macking on Lapeef, stealing his audience, stealing his panelists. And then you started telling everybody he fucking all these bitches that you trying to get to your platform. You most definitely did this to a nigga before. These niggas act like the internet ain't real. These niggas acting like the internet.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Big boy, I appreciate you. He said, I can't be your manager. Mr. Won't you be? Oh my God. Oh my God. I was about to thank you on Big Boy. I appreciate you. I was just going to ask if this was true. Now I knew that JR Lapeef had a fiance, and people wasn't happy about that, I guess, because he wouldn't pay attention to the show. I'm not really sure. I'm still not really sure why Anton left. I thought he just left because it wasn't going anywhere and he knew what to do in order to make it go somewhere, because I thought that he was like a partner over there on Lapeef, and then he left and did his own thing. And he rarely talked about him. But then one time I heard him talk negatively about Lapeef. I was like, oh, I thought y'all was good. Because I feel like JR addressed it one time on Instagram or something about him and his girl. I think they married now. But I was so not into them. I told you, I only just was looking for Shannon Rawls, job. That's it. Fa says, this is the only part I disagree with Anton on. He brought Micca there without asking Corey first. He just brought her. Okay, yeah, we definitely have established that. Creative differences. Okay, yeah, that's probably what it was. That's probably like what they said. Let me say that's probably what they said. Yeah, Nicole Child, something along them lines. And Anton be over there at the last I heard him talk about it. He'd be like, have those ninjas even made 100,000 yet? That's like the last time I heard him say something. But I feel like on the outside in other places, it was something about JR's new girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. Fa says Anton left Lapeef because JR started getting funny with the money. It was a money dispute. You know, disputes now. We got to hear this again. Come on, House.
You started your show trying to siphon panelists, the same bitches he was fucking on. You was trying to get them hoes on your show. You started dirty macking. That's the real definition. You started dirty macking on Lapeef, stealing his audience, stealing his panelists. And then you start telling everybody he fucking all these bitches that you trying to get to your platform. You most definitely did this to a nigga before. These niggas act like the internet ain't real. These niggas acting like the internet ain't a PS2 memory card, nigga.
I would never try to ruin a nigga relationship. Now he can't ruin my relationship because, again, I'm doing whatever it is that I do and I don't have no secrets. The fact of the matter is that's the lamest shit that a nigga can do is try to throw you under the bus, trying to expose you when a nigga get mad and that ain't even got nothing to do with the conversation. Nigga corny. That's some corny shit, bro. That's some corny shit. When you lose in an argument or you feeling some type of way and then you try to do some dirty macking type shit, y'all better watch these niggas that y'all looking up to. These niggas ain't OGs. These niggas is not real. They not OGs. You can look up in their eye and tell that these niggas is not real. They don't even move like real niggas. Real niggas don't do no shit like that. Ever. They never do no junk like that, bro. Shout out to Corey, bro.
It's been almost 2 years. You didn't introduce or make an effort to introduce Anton Daniels to your husband. You didn't tell him you was at the goddamn Detroit sitting courtside NBA game until after the fact. You attempted to edit Anton Daniels' hand off your ass and present it to Talk Perspective. You at a hotel room with this nigga at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. You couldn't acknowledge the fact Anton was flirting with you on camera, which means you was being deceptive on his goddamn behavior. You have never talked about your husband ever online. And I'm not even mad at you for not showing your family online. I can understand that. But to never talk about your husband, not even in a good light, that says a lot. Or maybe he's just a fucked off nigga. And maybe everything you done is warranted. Because Anton's wife clearly don't give a fuck if he have another woman. She with the program. But he didn't protect your image. And now you looking like a married man side chick that has no beneficial factors to show for. What y'all think?
Oh my God! My earpiece is not in, so hopefully it's coming through. Oh my God! House of Hypocrites, I gotta give him this props. That was a good video. That was a good video. Wow. Wow. Listen, after we just heard Tasha K go in, shout out to Lakeisha Keisha. We heard Tasha K go in. We heard her Micca on Orlando. We already, heard her on her own channel. As I hear other people talk, the conversation is not that, she could just go get a job at Fox. She could just go get a job at CNN. She could just go. She's so talented. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. No one knew her in DC. Oh my God. Wow. I was not expecting all this. Who isn't hating on Anton is the question. The question is who isn't hating on Anton. I think that list is smaller, right? But he just put this together. What he put together looks pretty accurate. He's just taking the stuff that's straight up here on the daggone internet, like he said, child. Woo, Lord help your people. So I was waiting for Coach to be done with the O'Shea video. Let me see if I can catch up. His show is finally done. Let me see if there's anything more here.
She ain't falling on the sword for Anton. She just said it. I ain't falling on the sword for that nigga.
So this is largely true. She said, listen, Anton Daniels did not try to come to my...
Me too, nigga. All right. Let me check my fucking email. Micca, did you email me too? Did you send me a DM? Maybe, Micca, let me check my DMs. Let me check ecclesiastically. Maybe she emailed me.
What the hell is ecclesiastically? He won't stop saying it.
Niggas be like, she emailed me. I don't know who emailed me, motherfucker. All right, but maybe she did. I'm gonna be in my... Let me look up my Google real quick. See something. Let me look my shit up. What's her name? Micca. Let me search my shit. See? No messages match your search. Oh, all right, let me check my other email. All right, anyway. All right, let me check the spam folder and shit. All right, let me check the spam folder real quick. Here, click.
Why?
Micca feet. Oh, there's her feet pictures. All right, allegedly. All right. I'll do it after the show. But apparently there's another video here. People are telling me. I'm gonna check my locals. All right, next week you'll email me. Send me the email, Micca. Send me the email. All right, I'm good. I'll respond to it. All right, what do we got here? We don't have it on locals. Apparently, you guys saying there's a video of Anton. Is it on YouTube? Is it on YouTube? I'm not sure. He said keep hope alive. All right, there's a video of them at the hotel room. All right, let me see if we can find that.
Oh, about the hypocrite video.
I see. We have Keisha.
Oh,
all right, reporting live. It says Anton Mayers just ended Micca's marriage with this evidence. All right, let me see what we got here. Apparently, the Corey Holcomb.
If my barber ain't talking to me, my hair could be 25 minutes.
That's because they be talking. Them beauticians be chit-chatting.
Hell yeah, that
okay, it's the same video, child. Lord help your people. This too much. Child, this too much. I can't take it.
I'll stay single. I'll stay single. I'm not going to roll the dice. I'm not going to tell men to roll the dice because you're going to try to work this out and it's not work. You can't work this out because now you got to prove, well, I didn't really fuck him because that's her whole spiel. Well, I didn't have sex, but you're in this hotel room at 3 a.m. with messy hair. You're in another city. You're front row. You got titties leaning on his shoulder. You're leaning in and you're telling me no. I can't. Look, jumping to conclusions. What? I just showed you the evidence. What conclusions did I jump to? See, y'all think affairs. I'm gonna just tell you, man. I'm a grown ass man. Listen, affairs don't have to be physical. I don't have to wait for a nigga to put a dick in my wife's pussy to then say, well, that's it. The dick don't have to go in the pussy for it to. Okay, it counts now. You can lead up to it, and that is enough. If you're in a marriage and your wife is doing this, that's enough information. That's it.
It's called an emotional affair before you have sex, and there's a lot of emotional affairs that happen. And you might not even ever get to a sexual relationship, especially at work, where you spend a lot of your time with different daggone people. So you can have emotional, it can eventually get physical, but it's the emotional part that honestly is worse. Because if you just F somebody and be done with it, you could just be done with it. But if you got emotional, that means you're attached to that person. That means you care for that person. And that means you're done. If it's, well, let me rephrase. If the woman gets emotional, right, and gets attached to a man, a lot of the times a man don't need to be attached to you emotionally. We all know whether, I know it's equal to a man, all that bullshit, but women will get emotional, get attached, and that's it. Because that means that there ain't none with you. So it's all with him. And then if you get to the point that you have sex, that's going to make it worse. Can we act like we got some sense? If that's going to make it worse. But it's already bad enough when you get attached emotionally. And that's the first step of that shit is over. This shit back here, it's over. It's over. I've seen it too many times.
You can pull the plug right there. You can pull the plug right there. Go file the divorce, walk the fuck off, cut your op.
Now listen, I ain't say all that. All I'm saying is that it can happen, especially if you spend a lot of time at work, because there are people that will spend a lot of time at work. I used to do that. And then after a while, I was like, child, I ain't going to get nothing out of this shit that I got to be spending all this time away in order to get what? Another $1,000 at the end of the year and doing all this extra work? I am always interested in doing as little work as possible and getting as much money as I possibly can. That's how I like to do things. But before I knew that, I was in there working hard like a busy bee, just working, staying late, coming in early, tired AF, barely seeing my family, barely seeing my kids, late. Can't be late to daycare, child. Late to daycare, missing shit. I said, you know what? That's when my kids start acting up too. Remember I told y'all I had to change jobs because my oldest was acting like an asshole? And I'm like, you know what? I got to change what I'm doing. And then we talked about it. And then that's when I was showing up to that damn school and she didn't appreciate that. I don't give a fuck. Because when you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, if you spending much time like that, then y'all go out to happy hour. You doing lunches together in the cafeteria. Child, when you in these corporate situations, these corporate buildings, Fortune 500 companies, they give you everything right there because they don't want you to leave. They provide you everything. Child, it was a place that I worked at where not only did you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they was giving you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They had these contests where you could win money. They had contests where you could get time off. They had the cleaners there. They had anything. This is before Uber and Lyft, y'all, or Uber Eats and DoorDash. They had shit delivered to you. They just had delivery drivers. They had shit delivered in. They didn't want you to leave. They said, we'll buy you pizza. That was the number one thing. And I fall for that shit. We'll buy you pizza. Just stay. We buy you pizza. Just stay. Imagine getting fat to stay to work for people that don't give a fuck about you because they bought you pizza. How? Child, fell for it. Plenty of people have fallen for that, okay? There's a lot that can happen when you spend so much time in a place, especially combined. It's same people, you getting to know each other. And then when you're younger, because I would never work at night. If I'm working at nights, I better be traveling. If you work at night, say you work 11 to 7, but then there was 12 to 9. There was a 12 to 9. How is it 11 to 7, but 12 to 9? That don't make sense. But there was a 12 to 9. Or if you worked overnight, because I'm telling you, overnight, that's when the real shit happened. I never worked overnight because I had kids. But if you work overnight, that's when the real shit happened because ain't nobody there. And there's a lot of spaces that you can go to and do a lot of things that, child, you cannot do in the day. If you work in corporate America or you have worked in corporate America in one of those types of buildings, then you know what I'm saying is true. And the only way that somebody can get in there, you have to work there. You have to have a badge. So that's perfect. Your spouse can't get in there. Your spouse don't know what the hell is going on. Unless your spouse works there, they ain't never gonna know. It's like a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. I'm just saying. Shout out to corporate America. It can be a good thing. It can be not a good thing. Shout out to Lawrence. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So very, very generous of you. Thank you so much. He said, ladies and gentlemen, the evidence speaks for itself. No matter if this is legit or a coy, no way in hell a husband will allow his wife to participate in madness for fame, etc. So basically, to become relevant and be a part of the elite, you're willing to do any and all to be a part of the elite. I don't even know that this is necessarily the elite, but I get what it is that you're saying. I completely understand what you're saying. This is wild stuff. Now, this is what a hypocrite has to say. You know, listen to some of these answers to these questions. It's a little suspect. Why she came back out here and did this, I don't know. I don't think this does anyone any good. I don't think this is going to hurt Anton because he's already, where he's at and people already think what they think of him. So at this point, it's all going to come back on her, which is what Coach was saying initially, is that you do these types of things, something goes wrong, everything gets blown up. That's how we got to this stuff with the kid, with Anton's kid, with his wife, with that shirt, with Micca. Now Micca coming back out, Corey with his losing of gigs, TMZ or whatever is happening with that case, that video coming out. So this one little collab has produced all of this chaos. And we are going into a full second month of still talking about it. Now, y'all can still be like, why does anybody care? Why does anybody care? Nobody cares. Believe me when I tell you, nobody cares. Let me say from my perspective, it's not about caring. It's about this is what's going on. This is what's happening. And for me, it's always been initially about the kid. Now it's turned into Corey Holcomb will not accept accountability or responsibility for what he does. This also shows that even though black men in particular say, oh, we could just hash it out and then we get back to it, clearly that's not a thing. Now you've got Corey calling everybody backdooria, basically ABCD. So you don't agree with this black man because he always want to talk about being a black man, right? So you don't agree with a black man? That means that he has the right to call you ABCD. And say it in front of the world, and it's okay. Not to mention that you can go out here and dox people, accept absolutely no accountability, but this is the brood that's always saying about how women don't accept accountability. And child, I don't see a bit of accountability yet from none of these people. So this is all looking crazy. Now it gets reignited even more every week that Corey comes out here and says something crazy. And now we have Micca on top of it to come out here and give these 2 interviews. And how the hell is this supposed to move on now? Child, Cat Williams need to come out here and take this hocus pocus off of everybody, child, because I don't know what else could possibly come after this. I got to be honest with you. What else could happen? And I hate to ask that question, but y'all, what in the hell else can happen at this point? This is crazy. Thank you so much, Lawrence. I appreciate you. Romello, thank you, boo. He says she stands about 5'4", Coca-Cola, red bone. She drives a black Durango. License plate say Angel. Tattoo on her ankle, but she's making pesos. Same girl. Shout out to you. You got all them references. I appreciate you. And what does everybody keep saying? You're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. You're so pretty. You're so beautiful. You're so gorgeous. You're so pretty. You still don't hear no one talking about you're a great interviewer. You do great work. You're a great podcaster. You did good on this one. You did good on that one. So now, in my opinion, allegedly, and Micca, if you're listening, listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. She's just going to be known as that girl with Anton. That girl with Anton. What else she going to be known as? Except for that girl with Anton. I'm not saying the rest of her life, but over here in these spaces, that's all it's going to be. What else is it going to be? Hopefully she can parlay this into something better for herself. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but I don't see it. And I definitely don't see it anytime soon. Hopefully we have moved on to this at least by June. Damn. LeBron went to Diddy's party. Goodbye. What in the hell? Is this JP? Thank you for the... Thank you for the super sticker. I cannot. Uncle Rick up in here. I see you, boo. He said the power of privacy. The real MVP is Anton's wife. You hear what people say about Rita. Now, you hear what I'm saying about what people are going to say about Micca. No matter who talks about Rita, what do we hear? She's so nice. She's so sweet. She's so kind. No matter who you hear from. No matter what anybody says. Right? So Rita could actually move on and not leave Anton. I'm just saying go and do something, be in somebody's space and place and do well. And no one's necessarily going to say anything bad about her. Micca will be known as that girl with Anton. And I'm being nice because that's not what they're going to say. That girl with Anton. She said that she had to come out here to clear up the fact that everybody was talking about her and the things that they were saying. Girl, this only made it worse. They really going to be saying some shit. Now, child, if you got Coach talking about it, which he really has stayed away from this, it's not good. It's not good. You got Lakeisha over here about to break 100,000 off of Anton after all this time, and all this is doing is making her shit better. And Frigidaire was able to finally make it over 8,000. I mean, everybody is winning around here at your expense. We didn't even have to go outside of freaking YouTube for all this stuff, y'all. This is all YouTube. This is all on YouTube. This ain't even no famous people, because I know y'all think Corey's famous. In my opinion, he's not, but to each his own. This ain't even no famous people. This ain't no people up here on Hollywood. This ain't even there nothing but people right here on daggone YouTube. That's it. That's it. And then still, let me not forget this part. Ringo said, what if they were doing this on purpose? Because even though she left, meaning Micca said that she ain't with Anton no more, she left the show or whatever. She still ain't
This is amazing.
She still hasn't said anything negative. Now, I'm not saying she need to come out here and say this nigga this and there's no I and we nigga. I'm not saying she gotta come through here and say none of that, but she definitely is protecting, in my opinion. I feel like she's still protecting. Does that make sense? Because y'all know. Can you imagine if it was me? Fuck that nigga, okay? Yeah, it would be completely different. But you know, I'm just a white supremacist talking points. But yeah, it's a good show. They doing good things. Yeah, I'm not with him no more because he left me high and dry. Well, if you really think this will be me. I did all that for that nigga and then he left me high and dry. He ain't even come out here and say nothing to protect me. I gotta come out here and do my daggone self. I got people calling up here trying to say this. I got people over here trying to say that. Fuck that nigga. Y'all already know. That's what I would be saying. It's a good show. Yeah, he's very nice. Yeah, he should say right here. Micca, holla at me, child.
This is amazing.
Girl, holla at me, girl. I tell you how to lay a nigga out, because there's no I and we, nigga, okay? We taking now all the way through 2026, y'all. Shout out to Coy and, child, what's that man's name? Whatever his name is, respectfully. Romello, appreciate you. Housewives of YouTube. so much. Doc Martin, I apologize for missing your super chat.
Amazing.
He says, check out the Photoshop pic. Look at the rings. Which one did AD buy? She is clearly flexing. What picture, boo? I'm not sure which picture you're talking about because now there's a doctored photo. If you didn't hear that, y'all, there's a doctored photo. You know, I don't know who doctored it. I think Hypocrite was implying that Micca doctored it, and then it went to Chow, whatever that ABCD's name is, Chow, whatever his name is, Olympian son, allegedly. I don't know. You know that AI can do anything. Thank you, Uncle Rick. I appreciate you. He said, I'm saying Micca looking a little puffy. Who knows what happened in it? Oh, no, my God. Oh, my God. Allegedly, I wasn't even thinking that far ahead, Uncle Rick. Oh, my God. When we was watching that, the first thing Trinidad said was she looking thicker. And then you saw the picture of her leaning on Anton, and she definitely look a little bit. She definitely looked a lot thicker with that shirt she had on. There was some thickness coming out down here on the bottom. These legs was. That's usually not where you grow when you're pregnant, though. That's not usually where you grow when you're pregnant, though. The legs are pretty thick, so I didn't even think about that. Oh my God, no! Woo, Lord help you. That girl best not be pregnant. That's going to be a thing. Thank you for the allegedly, though. I'm just talking. Well, you just making me think, sir. You were making me think.
This is amazing.
When you get pregnant, though, y'all, you don't necessarily get bigger in your legs until later in the pregnancy, okay? The stomach will not typically start showing until maybe 4 to 5 months, depending on how you eat. But your face will definitely start to get puffier. You start to get a little thick around here, okay? And then you could get thick back here where she had some pudginess or whatever you want to call it, some thickness. Let me call it the thickness. Maybe. But the legs, no, but not until you get a little further along. So hopefully that's not what it is. Whoo, Lord, help your people. My fave, thank you, boo. He said, laugh my ass off. I love what Messi says, Ninja. Oh, no, I'm trying to get better, y'all. But there's no I, okay? And we, nigga, okay? Just remember that. Let me see. Not Puffy Prego. Lord, help your people. Yes, please. Allegedly. Oh no. Don't let House of Hypocrites. Nah, says a BBL. Somebody was saying that. Not in this chat, but I've seen him say that before. Who knows? Does she have a BBL? Anybody know? Bueller? Anybody? Bueller, just asking. Not that it matters. Shout out to LC. Thank you, boo. She said
This is amazing.
For the Silver Fox Fund. Shout out to the Silver Fox. Shout out to CGA. Shout out to all the new people that subscribed from his asking you to subscribe to me today. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Hopefully you'll have a good time the way that you have a good time over there. Definitely been laughing most of the day today when I was listening to Coach. Shout out to CGA. Shout out to Maurice Manhattan. Thank you, boo. He said Corey is hood famous. Hey, shout out to hood famous, as he should be. YouTube wouldn't let me say the other word. That's okay. I appreciate you, and thank you for the redaction. And I would absolutely agree, and that's what he wants to be known by. So for hood things to happen for him and him to act like that's weird is weird. It's weird. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Thank you so much. Shout out to Ya. Woo! Oh, not he said that he could get a bag if she do. Oh, no. We do not support that. Jennifer said, didn't Anton get a vasectomy? Oh, Lord. I do know that he said he only wanted one kid. If I'm not mistaken, he definitely said that he only wanted one kid. Yeah, so did I. You see, I got two. But I don't know. I'll let some of the bag chasers or the people that's been there long enough answer that question. I'm not really sure. Oh, he did say it? Okay. Yeah, the MSGs have taken L's all month, and it looks like they're working towards March as well. It looks like they are marching straight towards March as well, because I really don't think that this is going anywhere anytime soon, child. Shout out to Sandra Faye. I see you, boo. Ear hustling with a box of tissues. Are you sick or are you crying? Please, I know you're not crying over this. Hope you feel better. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Okay. Fuck knows. All right, so that takes care of that. AD has had a vasectomy, and I'm going to say allegedly, but I trust what Fa says, okay? LC said March is MSG month. I think shout out to Black History Month, y'all. Don't forget that this is Black History Month, and the Blacks have definitely made some history here on YouTube, okay? Tonight, all you want, it is what it is. Y'all have been wilding this month. Somebody need to go and take the reins and get them to call a truce on camera. Can y'all imagine how many people would be on there if somebody was able to get Anton and Corey back together to talk, hash it out, and bury it all, and then maybe this could go away. Maybe. Option.
This is amazing.
Just an option. Just a thought. Reaper, thank you, boo. He said LTMs have been taking L's all month. MSG stand up. Oh, so you calling Corey Holcomb a LTM? I mean, he do call everybody else LTM basically. So I guess you really could. So you calling O'Shea Jackson the Duke? Let me see. Did O'Shea put a video out? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because you know O'Shea will put out a video in a heartbeat. Look, his name came right up too. No, that video we looked at yesterday, and then that's about Cardi B. I don't give a damn about her. All right, I can't believe it. Anyway, all right, y'all. Now video 3 of 300. I think he's on video 3000 of 3001. But that's it. That's all, y'all. What is it? 2.5 hours. I'm done on a Friday. I'm about to go to the gym, child, because this is too much. And plus, I want to get out of the house. Anyway, shout out to all of y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Lawrence for the wonderful, very generous $200 super chat. Mr. Burley, thank you so much for your super chat as well. I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. If you haven't, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, hype this daggone video. Make sure you comment if you are on the replay. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will do Corey tomorrow, maybe around 11. I think 11 a.m. EST. So keep that in mind, too. Turn on the notifications. I see you all in the